Good evening, football fans. It's Bryant Stadium tonight for one of the Class 7A semifinal games. The winner of this game goes to the state championship game. And it'll either be the Bryant Hornets, the defending state champions, or Bentonville West Wolverines, who are the visitors here tonight. I'm Rob Patrick. With me is Aaron Shuttleworth. Great to have you along tonight. Big game. This one will decide one of the finalists. The other game between Bentonville and North Little Rock up in Bentonville will decide the other one. Hornets trying to repeat. Bentonville, they have been to the semifinals 4 years in a row, and of course last year won the title. And Bentonville West, this is the second year in a row they've been in the semifinals. Last year they got knocked out by North Little Rock in this round. Then the Hornets beat North Little Rock in the finals. Bryant comes into the ball game with an 11-0 record. They have a chance to have their winningest season ever if they can win this game. No Bryant team's ever won more than 11 in a season. Bentonville West is 7-4. The two teams played each other early in the season, and Bryant won that game 38-0 up. It was actually right here. They built a 35-0 halftime lead, and the second half was played with the mercy rule in effect. Two teams have played each other two times. In 2018, Bryant went to Bentonville West and pulled out a 17-10 victory. And West comes into the ball game with off of a victory against Conway, 31-21, and they were playing at home that game. They had a first-round bye, as did Bryant. And the Hornets advanced with a 42-14 win over Fayetteville last week. So the Hornets will take the field and try to defend their state title and get a chance to actually defend it in the championship game. I mentioned that the 12 wins would be a record for Bryant. They've set all kinds of records this year, including junior quarterback Austin Ledbetter, who has set a new mark for passing yards in a season, touchdown passes in a season, and touchdown passes in a single game. And just having a phenomenal year. Of course, the Hornet defense has been I think their scoring average against is in the top 4 in school history. There was a year back in the 60s where Bryant allowed just 4 points per game. That's the record in that regard, and I think that one's probably out of reach. But this team's is among the top 5 in scoring difference. With me is Aaron Shuttleworth. Aaron, we come into this ball game the pressure on Bryant because they're the favorites. Bentonville West kind of free shot here. Yeah, you got to play. Bentonville West playing with house money, coming on the road, playing on a game that you're not favored in. Like you said before, Bryant is defending its championship, its territory. Doing it on this home field. Waiting to get back to the finals like we did last year. You're talking about Ledbetter setting all those records, and it's just amazing what he has been able to do on a, quote-unquote limited season because he hasn't played the whole season just because we've been so dominant in the first half. Throwing for over 3,000 yards on, play time of maybe – if he played 3/4 of the offensive snaps, I would be, surprised. I don't think he was even that much because other than the North Little Rock game, we mercy ruled everybody, at least by the 4th. So just the fact that what he's been able to do, but it's the weapons around him that's created that opportunity for him. Great receiving core, a great offensive line, giving him the time to block. Setting up the run game between a couple double-headed monsters. As your running back, and then like you said, that defense just been stifling. It's bent in times, but it's never broken. And that's where we're coming in 11-0.
The last time these two teams played, Ledbetter had 3 touchdown passes in the first half. He ran for a touchdown as well, stuck it in from 1 yard out. And the Hornets only allowed 12 yards rushing against Bentonville West the first time and only allowed 115 yards of total offense in that game. So it was a big game for the defense against the Wolverines. And, of course, no doubt that they have improved since then. They went through a spell where they had a bunch of injuries and lost a couple of games as a result. Of course, they lost to Bentonville in the crosstown rivalry 30-0, but the week before that, they were upset by Van Buren 35-30. So they are trying to get a roll going here, and the win over Conway last week was a good start in that direction. Mm-hmm. But they get the Big Bad Bryant Hornets this week. There was a time when Big Bad would never have been associated with the Bryant Hornets football program, but they have come a long way in the last 20 years, and they are got a chance now to set a record for wins in a season and go for 2 championships in a row. We're going to take a time out here as they do the national anthem, and we'll be back with more of the Bryant Hornets brought to you by mmproductions.net.
At Middleton, we're here to save you time, money, and yes, even energy. Get a free Nest thermostat or Nest Protect with any qualifying new system. Call today for a free estimate. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here. At Middleton, we're here to be the best for you. Servicing and replacing more air conditioners than anyone in Arkansas, and voted best of the best. Why? Best price, best service. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here.
At Farmers Bank and Trust, our commitment is and always will be to the community. Our loan officers are your supporters, your cheerleaders, your fans, your neighbors. And we're proud to cheer on our Bryant Hornets. For more information on Farmers Bank and Trust, stop by our conveniently located office or visit myfarmers.bank.
At Middleton, we're here to save you time, money, and yes, even energy. Get a free Nest thermostat or Nest Protect with any qualifying new system. Call today for a free estimate. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here. At Middleton, we're here to be the best for you. Servicing and replacing more air conditioners than anyone in Arkansas, and voted best of the best. Why? Best price, best service. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here.
At Farmers Bank and Trust, our commitment is and always will be to the community. Our loan officers are your supporters, your cheerleaders, your fans, your neighbors. And we're proud to cheer on our Bryant Hornets. For more information on Farmers Bank and Trust, stop by our conveniently located office or visit myfarmers.bank.
Bryant Stadium is the scene tonight for a Class 7A state semifinal between the Hornets and the Bentonville West Wolverines. I've been corrected. It is Hornet Stadium, and when they put the new turf in that they just announced, it'll be Everett Field at Hornet Stadium. So that's will have to be amended in my book, but great for the Everett folks for providing new field turf for the football stadium and the football indoor practice facility. Hornets coaches are starting to come to the sideline. We should see the teams coming onto the field. They're going through the Bryant alma mater now, and they're the cheerleaders coming out on the field getting ready. So let's turn it over to Aaron Shuttleworth and hear what his keys to the game are for tonight.
You know, keys to the game, looking back at what this whole year has been, it's been an amazing year. You know, you don't have a solid quality team both on offense, defense, special teams, and not be 11-0 for a reason. Everybody has made their part. Everybody has done a great job. A few keys that you need to watch out for tonight. Penalties. Penalties have been the one thing that kind of slowed us down a little bit. We've given up a lot of penalties this year, 76 for 712 yards as opposed to the opponent of only 47, 394. On such a big level game like this, like the semifinal, any little mistake like that can come back and hit you. You know, whether it be a personal foul, an offsides, you know, a false start, anything at the most inopportune time can either advance a drive that you don't want to or stall one. Another one, we have our starting center back. He paid for his sins last week and not starting. We have Pitts back in there. He's probably ready to go and make amends for, the what happened on the field. The line is going to be, where it all starts. That running game last week, both running and offense, kind of got off to a little sputtery start. The weather is almost about the same, but I expect to see a tighter game. You don't have that week lull. I know this coaching staff told everybody to go easy on Thanksgiving yesterday. They probably practiced out here as well.
They did.
That just shows you this mentality of this coaching staff and this team. And then another thing, just go out there and have fun. You're playing with house money as well. Nobody expected you to be back here defending your state championship on the way to another state championship. At 11-0, that is amazing. Go out there, have some fun. I'm ready to have some fun in this booth.
Indeed so. And the Hornets are favored tonight, as they have been. And if you haven't already heard, they have mercy ruled 9 of their 11 opponents this season. The only ones that have not been mercy rule games have been North Little Rock, and then last week against Fayetteville, and it ended up being a 28-point victory there.
Mm-hmm.
So
we like even last week we were talking about, like, man, we've been spoiled this year because that was a rough game, just back and forth, and got to take those victories any way you can.
Yeah, it was actually the previous game against Fayetteville backwards.
Yeah.
So all the scoring was done late for Bryant,
Uh-huh.
though they trailed much of the first half. So the Hornets are getting ready to take the field. They're bringing the captains to the sidelines here.
Bringing a whole host of them.
Yeah, a bunch of them for Bryant. And, of course, this is the final game for the seniors here at Bryant Stadium.
Yeah.
Hornet Stadium. And so they're coming to the sideline for the toss of the coin.
And you got Bentonville over there waiting for it.
Yep.
Let's see what we got.
Winner plays next Friday night at War Memorial Stadium against the winner of the Bentonville North Little Rock game. If it's Bryant North Little Rock, it'll be a rematch of last year's game. If it's Bentonville and Bentonville West, it'll be a party time for the northwest corner of the state.
Mm-hmm.
But the favorites are Bryant and Bentonville. Both are undefeated on the season to this point, and both are playing at home.
That's a battle of the juggernauts this week.
So it would be awesome to have two undefeated teams playing each other for the state title next week. And of course, we won't be on next week. We'll have the game is exclusive rights to the AETN broadcast, so they'll have that. And we want to thank everybody that's been with us all season long and enjoyed these streaming broadcasts.
Yep.
And we want to thank mmproductions.net for bringing them to you. And of course, if you would like a DVD copy of any of the games this season, you can go to mmproductions.net.
Yep.
For the Hornets, the captains are 63 Devin Pitts, 41 Dalen Land, 93 Jason Schiff. No, that's David. I get them mixed up. Brothers Ty Johnson is the other one, and number 56 for Bentonville West. Their linebacker Jonas Higson is one of the captains. Nolan Schmidt is number 3. And let's see.
70 or 17?
It's 66
Yeah.
is the other one, and his
close.
name is A.J. Smith. He starts on the line for the Wolverines. They're dressed in all white with their dark blue and gold trim. The Hornets all blue with white trim. And there's tossing the coin. Bryant has won. They always defer to the second half, so it'll be Bentonville West on offense, and Bryant will be on defense. And here's the starting lineups. First for the Hornets on defense. Defensive ends are Rodrigo Martin and Kyle Green. Defensive tackles are David Shiflett and Austin Bailey. The linebacker crew, Cameron Scarlett, Dalen Land, and Cottrell Wallace. They are the leading tacklers on the team. The corners are Kyle Knox and Derek Rose, and at the safety spots, Tamarian Wilson and Austin Schroeder. Offensively for Bentonville West, they're led by their junior quarterback, Dalton McDonald, and their running back is Nick Whitlatch. They also move their wide receiver, Luke Miller, in there at times. The wide receivers are A.J. Moss, Nolan Schmidt, Stephen Dyson, and Brandon Humes. Humes had a big week last week against Conway. On the offensive line, the big guy is 6'4", 270, Jaden Muskrat at left tackle. Left guard is Frankie Sanchez, and the center is Zach Trammell. On the right side, it's A.J. Smith and Ben Gann. That's the way they'll start tonight as the teams get ready to take the field.
See the tunnel, tunnel shaking.
Yeah, they're getting ready. Hornets take the field. We're about ready for the start of this semifinal game here at Bryant Stadium.
So, like we say all the time, you got to leave everything out on the field, especially with the semifinal game going into the finals. Knowing that this is the last time you're going to hear my beautiful voice, I might have to leave everything
You're going to leave
in
it
the
all
press
on the
box.
field, too.
Yep.
And those who watch us regularly know what that means. I want to shout out to the Bryant Hornets basketball team. They won today at Rumble on the Ridge over in Forest City. Beat a team from Texas, high school, and won that game 66-56. Is that right? Let me look here. 66-46. Won by 20 points.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, high school had a 6'11 center that they were dealing with.
Wow.
Cameron Hunter got 19 points, Traylon Payne got 19, and A.J. Jenkins got 16, and the Hornets with a big win. They're now 2-1 going into a game tomorrow. They'll play about 1:30, I think, against a team to be determined today. And at halftime tonight, we'll have an interview with each of the high school basketball coaches as they get into the meat of their schedule to start this season. So they were gracious enough to join us for a halftime on tape, so we will. I guess it's digital now. They don't really use tape.
Well, it's like
anymore.
you roll down a window still.
I'm really old. I almost said a bad word.
Well, I know the basketball team is waiting for the players on the football team to come back, but y'all have got to wait 2 more weeks. I'm sorry.
That's the hope here at Bryant Stadium. And the Hornets, as we mentioned, deferred to the second half, so they'll be kicking off, and that means that Brock Funk will tee it up. Yes, the teams are about ready to deploy onto the field. There goes Bentonville West on the far side. And they send back deep. Number 2, A.J. Moss. And he'll be flanked on one side by number 9, Brandon Hughes. And on the other side, it's Humes, that is. And on the other side, it's number 5, Stephen Dyson. Some wide receivers showing where the speed is. So we're about ready to start this ball game. Bryant and Bentonville West for a chance to play in the state title game. Funk's kick. It's a side. It's over to the side. It's short, and it's fielded at the 13 and brought down. A good tackle by Austin Schroeder as he got out across the 25 to the 27. That was Stephen Dyson.
Good open field tackle. Funk again playing that side of the field like he's been doing, using that sideline as your pretty much like your 12th man. Good to see that. Good kick, not going out of bounds, but now the monster's on the field.
22-yard line for the Bentonville West Wolverines. Their quarterback once again is Dalton McDonald. He's got alongside him there is his running back, Nick Whitlatch. And it looks like they've got 2 in the backfield, so sometimes they put Higson in the game. Man in motion is Dyson. And it is Whitlatch over the right side, breaks a couple of tackles and gets out close to the 35-yard line.
Now, he had that buried in there deep and kept it in there. The line read it. Traveled long and got 7 yards, so a good pickup by Bentonville.
So it's 2nd and 3 for the Wolverines. They'll have 2 receivers out to the left. That's Schmidt and Dyson. And they're going with the double back set with both Whitlatch and Higson. This time it's Higson's chance. Tries to go up the middle, but runs right into the arms of big Austin Bailey, the senior defensive tackle. Was able to fall forward for half a yard or so we'll give him 1.
Yeah.
And it'll be 3rd down and 2 at the 30. The Hornets defense has a chance to get off the field here quickly. Actually, that's right at the 29, so we're going to say no gain, and it's 3rd and 3. McDonald in between the running backs,
jumped.
And the Hornets jumped off sides.
Yep.
And it'll be a 1st down for the Wolverines.
Well,
hard count by the quarterback.
You're coming off the field.
Yeah, that was Mr. Shiflett there, a defensive tackle. So the Hornets bring in Andy Scott. Looks like they're going with 4 linebackers with a 3-down lineman as Tristan Sahika's in the game. Hand off to Whitlatch. He runs into a bundle there as Cottrell Wallace brings him down.
after a pickup of just 1.
And they're being real elusive with the with that option, just giving it back to the full, I guess, wing back almost back there, and then quarterback just reading which way he goes, seeing which way the defensive line goes, which way the linebacker goes, plays it from there. But that way, line read it pretty well. Only 1 yard game.
Here's the first pass from McDonald to the sideline, and it's incomplete. Close coverage over there by Derek Rose Jr. as they tried to get it to Dyson.
Rose almost jumped it. If he would have got that, if he would have stayed in bounds, he would have been all the way. It's a good call, but that one makes it 3rd and long.
They need 9, or let's call it a short 8. It's the ball at the 41, or 36, that is. That is the 41.
Yep, 9. Yeah, they just moved it back a little bit, too.
McDonald has trips to the left side, looks to the sideline for a change in the play. He's still got Whitlatch in the backfield with him.
They're going to use all the play clock, 5 seconds.
Get it away, looking to throw. A slant pattern, it's behind the intended receiver, and a big hit.
Wilson.
Wilson who made the big hit on Dyson. And so the Hornets will force the punt.
Yeah, that ball was just a little bit behind Dyson right there, but Wilson, had he have got that, wouldn't have got that first down either way. So now, punt situation.
McDonald does the punting. He is the quarterback. Back deep is Metters. Oh, no, it's Derek Rose back there.
Yeah, that's Rose.
They may be going for a block here. Low snap. He gets the kick away.
Good spiraling kick.
It's a short kick that Rose picks up at the 19. Back to the 25, 30. Derek out to about the 34-yard line.
Good 14-yard run.
So the Hornets will have it at their own 34-yard line, which they are led by their junior quarterback, Austin Ledbetter. And the running back is senior Ahmad Adams, who's rushed for over 800 yards this season. Wide receivers split out wide to the left. Looks like Metters is out there, and so is Gregory. Fake to Adams, throw out to Schrader, the tight end.
There he goes.
Block, and
look at that block.
Yardage out to the first down yardage. I think that was Metters that sprung him there. And they're going to mark him out of bounds, however, short of the first down as he stepped out at the 42-yard line.
Oh, that's a.
Well, yeah. We'll see. It's on the far side, so it's hard for us to see, but it's going to be a 2nd and 2 at the 42 for Bryant. Good play action there to Adams. This time they'll give it to him. He's over the left side, got some blocking. He's got a first down and more. He's out across midfield and into Wolverines territory at the 49.
Ty Johnson leading that blocking on that, pulling from that right guard spot, just getting out there, creating that hole and that mess for Adams to get through.
9 yards on the carry, and the Hornets in West territory for the first time. We're just underway here at Bryant Stadium. River Gregory getting a start at wide receiver. And he's on one side with Metters in the slot. Trayvon Heron is split out wide to the left. They got the Schroeder playing at tight end. Here's another handoff to Adams around the right side.
He's got the corner. Oh, look at that block.
35 or 45 and down to the 41-yard line, short of a first down. Good pursuit by Bentonville West late in the play. As coming up to make the tackle was Ben Gray, the safety, and they're going to mark it right at the 41. So that's a pickup of 8. And it'll be 2nd and 2 for Bryant.
Had Jake Metter seal off that corner over there, get even more yardage for Ahmad.
Adams again, this time right side.
Oh,
First
look
down,
at that.
35 and out of bounds at the 30, maybe the 29-yard line. Hornets pulling the left side of the line to go out in front of him on the right side. So you got all 5 offensive linemen on one side in front of that play.
And just 2 plays prior, you had the right side pull, and same outcome.
So a 12-yard pickup. The Hornets at the 29. Handoff again to Adams, right side. He's got good yardage again inside the 25 before he's driven out of bounds.
Man, just this running game is
showing some muscle.
Man, it's just pushing this line back. This pulling, moving line Bryant has always been kind of smaller, but we've always been fast on that line, and you just see what that does.
Ball at the 22. Adams again, same play, right side, gets stopped up this time. Tries to spin and gets really had the wood laid to him there. And I think he only got a couple of yards to the 20, so it'll be just shy of a first down. That time West had done their homework, figured something out there, and it's going to be a 3rd down and 1 at the 23 or 20-yard line. Hornets on the lip of the Hornet zone.
That's 5 straight runs. This is shaping up for a pass play.
And they give it right up the middle to Adams, and he's got a first down. And he's at the 17-yard line. So the Hornets in the Hornet zone after the 3-yard gain. And it's at the 17. The only pass of the drive was the first play of the game, or first play of the drive. 8-yarder to Hayden Schrader. Ledbetter in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff this time. He throws it out to Schrader again.
Oh, look at that.
Blocked by Metters, and he's down
tiptoed.
the sideline for a touchdown. Jake Metters with another big block on the outside to give Schrader room to get down the sideline for the touchdown, and the Hornets take the early lead on the 17-yard TD strike from Ledbetter to Schrader.
And just a beautifully caught ball right there, outstretched over his hands, went around that block of Metters and just tiptoeing down the sideline for those 6 points.
A well-designed play. Hats off to Kirk Bach, the offensive coordinator. And Brock Funk boots the extra point through. He has set a new record, by the way, for extra points in a season for Bryant Hornet. And he adds to that there. And Bryant with a 7-0 lead with 7:25 left to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, he set a record for PATs, but he probably set a record for least amount of field goals in a year.
He's tried 2, he's made 2, that's all.
I mean, that is ridiculous.
Well, this team has been so efficient in the red zone that he really hadn't had many opportunities. Get my AAA announcements ready here. I didn't have it ready before the game, so we got to get the AAA announcements in. The schools participating in this football game are members of the Arkansas Activities Association as authorized by their school boards. The administration of these schools have helped to write the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the schools that are members of the AAA.
Tell me you don't have that memorized by now?
Oh, no.
No.
I only get to do it during the playoffs.
We
have been in the playoffs.
We've been here a
lately.
lot now. I mean, I can understand during the 90s.
And it's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Again, it is
good block right
down
there.
the left sideline. That is Stephen Dyson. So the Bentonville West back on offense. They'll be starting this from their own 35-yard line.
See where they put it. Right at 36.
36?
Yep.
So Dalton McDonald brings the offense back onto the field. He's got Whitlatch in the backfield with him. Trips to the right. That's the wide side of the field. Hands it off to Whitlatch up the middle, and he's submarined by Wilson at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, just Wilson just diving him down at the legs, tripping him up. This handoff that they're doing, it's pretty elusive. You don't know who's getting it until the play's already developing.
Well, run-pass option is what they're all about. RPOs. McDonald, a good ball carrier as well as a fine passer. They give it again to Whitlatch.
He bobbled it.
McDonald kept it, and he is tripped up again. Wilson was there as Tristan Sahika cleans up. And they get him down at just shy of the 45, shy of a first down.
He almost dropped the ball on the ground.
Yeah, the exchange was a little sloppy. They call it the 44, a 5-yard pickup, so it's 3rd and 2 at the 44 for the Bentonville West Wolverines.
Late substitution for Bentonville. 18 came on.
Last time that they had this situation, the Hornets jumped in the neutral zone. Andrew Trader is the late arrival.
Schmidt is the one that came off.
Hand off to Whitlatch, right side. He's
stopped up
short. Thrown back by Sahika, and who is it on the other side?
Sahika, and trying to see who's coming up off the bottom. Was it Land?
Cottrell Wallace.
Wallace.
Well, they actually lost a yard. It's 4th down and 3 at the 43.
They're going for it.
Yeah, their offense stays in the game. Of course, sometimes he'll quick kick it out of this formation.
Do the hard count.
Tried to get the Hornets to jump into the neutral zone. Now they look to the sideline for the play.
7 seconds left on the play clock.
Hornets would love to have this short field to work with.
2.
And it's a quarterback keeper, and he's going to be stopped.
Woo!
Again, it was Sahika and Dalen Land making the stop, and there was Tamarian Wilson as well.
Yeah, Bailey having round 2. So right there, you just see 4 Hornet players, being just. I don't even know the word. I'm just good.
Yeah, tough.
Yeah,
hard to block.
they're just getting off their block. They're shucking their block. They're ripping. They're swimming over. They're just doing everything they need to against this offensive line to get in the backfield and create chaos.
So the Hornets leading 7-0. The short field to work with now. And Tanner Anderson is the ball carrier, but he fakes it.
Oh, look at that.
Down deep it is.
Oh, he dropped it. Oh.
Jake Metters missed. No, that was River Gregory. River Gregory is the intended receiver, and he dropped it at about the 5-yard line.
That was going to go right into his lap. Just walk into the end zone.
Just a tremendous on-target pass by Ledbetter, which is really one of his fortes, is accuracy. So Gregory will get a blow as he comes off the field, and they'll bring in Joseph Young, who has been starting in recent years, in recent weeks.
Have Anderson in the back.
Heron and Metters are split out to the left. Blitz is on, and Ledbetter ducks
got out of
under the defender, and now he's going to be dragged down for a bit of a loss as Higson, the linebacker, came and brought him down at the 44, so a loss of 2.
Yeah, he just had no protection over there on the left side because they pulled to the right. So he was just out there by himself.
So 3rd and 12 for Bryant. They brought the blitz, and his first target was covered.
So he didn't really have time to look to a secondary receiver. It's 3 to the right for Bryant. Schrader, Metters, and Heron. Double wideouts to the left with Anderson and Young. Empty backfield. The blitz comes again. Throws complete. Young has it, and he's tripped up short of the first down inside the 40-yard line at about the 37.
So it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, that no man's land. We're definitely going to be going for it. Hard count isn't going to get you the first down, so we're going to be running this play.
Ball's marked at the 38 after that 6-yard completion. Ledbetter again with the empty backfield. Trips to the left. That's the short side of the field. Back to throw. Looks to the right side. He's got a man. It's caught by Metters for a first down and more as he's out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Just a myriad of pass patterns.
Yeah, just crossing everywhere.
At every place.
Yeah, just everybody's crossing everybody, confuses his defense, gets out there for that first down, keeps the clock going, keeps the drive going.
From the 22, it's 1st and 10. Hand off to Anderson over the right side, showing the speed at the 15 and down to the 10 as he ran over the safety. But hanging on for dear life was Ben Gray. And Anderson is down to the 10-yard line, a pickup of 12 yards, and it's 1st and goal for the Bryant Hornets.
Stuff is happening so fast, I can't even keep up on my book.
They're going with tempo here. Again, they go to Anderson, the same play. They hem him in. He spins out of a tackle, but is brought down at the 8 or 9.
And a gain of 1.5, maybe. Let's see where they're still moving.
Looks like it's going to be at the 8.
9-yard line.
They're inside the 9. 2nd down and goal. We'll call it the 8. Ledbetter with double wideouts to the left. Look like they got solo coverage. Takes the handoff to Anderson, throws it in the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete as the intended receiver didn't get there. Looked like he was trying to get to Schrader.
Well, he had who was it in his face? Looked like that was Jonas Higgins right in his face when he threw that.
They've got 2 really good linebackers on this team for West. Isaiah Joseph and Jonas Higson. They're middle linebackers. So it's now 3rd and goal at the 8-yard line. Ledbetter rolls to his left, looking, has a man.
Oh, look at that, Schrader.
Touchdown.
Woo-hoo-hoo, man. Just a nice little crossing pattern over there for Schrader. Just catches that, hip height and just hits that corner.
So the Hornets with a second touchdown drive after being given the short field when the defense made the stop on fourth down. Actually, it was 3rd and 2, and West went backward from there. And now Brock Funk to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Jake Betters. It is up, and it is good. So the Hornets with a 14-0 lead with 3 minutes still to play in the first quarter, trying to advance to the state championship game again this year. The Arkansas Activities Association, which is sponsoring this football game, is a voluntary nonprofit education association of some 500 junior and senior public and private high schools in Arkansas. The regulations which guide these events are adopted by the schools themselves and determine the type of program they believe to be most desirable for high school youth.
And there is no update on the North Little Rock Bentonville game as of yet. See if there's any updates for anybody that we would really care about.
In the 6A, Benton's playing West Memphis and Greenwood is playing Searcy.
Nothing on the Bentonville game yet. Nothing on, Greenwood 0, Searcy 14 in the first.
Oh my. Searcy, the big surprise team this year in the 6A. Funk has it teed up to kick it off again and see if he goes back to Dyson over on this near side. Nope, he kicks it short and
fair catch
down the middle, and a fair catch is taken at the 28. So coming up with the ball was Dre Bishop.
So you're telling me he doesn't want Dyson to clean up on the yardage? Is that?
This might be good.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Getting
might
A-game
as well.
tonight.
Get it all out.
Getting A-game tonight.
Get it all out.
Mm-hmm.
27 is where the fair catch was made, and that's where Bentonville West will start with 2:58 left to play in this first quarter. They're already down 14-0.
And the only first down that Bentonville West has got tonight has been off the penalty.
We got a score here from our text messages as West Memphis has a 7-0 lead, and here is a tackle by Dalen Land on Whitlatch.
It's like a loss of 1 or 2. Loss of 1.
Tremendous play by the linebacker.
Loss of 2.
So at the 21, it'll be 2nd and 12. They have struggled to get anything going. They got a first down in their first drive thanks to an offsides penalty. McDonald again fakes to Higson, looks to throw down the middle.
Intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Scarlett
Go,
at the 34.
go.
And he's driven down after a short return, but Scarlett with the interception, and the Hornets with a short field once again.
And if you can't tell, somebody's really excited over the PA announcement.
Yes, the PA announcer is Cameron Scarlett's dad, Mark. He's still going.
Oh, I love it.
So the ball is at the 32-yard line. That's where the Hornets offense will take over once again. 2:13 left to play in this semifinal game.
Another short field.
Devin Pitts over the center.
Let's do a quick hit, boys.
Ledbetter to Adams, left side, got some room, and he's going to get inside the 30, a short gain of about 4 yards. That was the second interception this season for the middle linebacker for the Hornets, Cameron Scarlett, senior, who has paid his dues to get this opportunity, and he's taken full advantage of it. Never a starter before this year. Adams again, left side, first down and more.
Hits it.
Ahmad Adams
He's still
down
up.
the
He's still up.
sideline. Where did he step out?
They're probably going to be about
Inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Or is that the 10?
No, that's the
7-yard line.
7-yard line.
I was looking at the wrong official there. 22 yards, and the Hornets have a first and goal at the 7-yard line, trying to add to a 14-0 lead. They are sharp tonight. Ledbetter looking to throw down the middle and off the hands and intercepted in the end zone. Coming out with it for some reason, is Gray, and he's at the 4. It went off of Hayden Schrader's hands in the end zone, and it was intercepted by Gray.
Intercepted, you don't want to see that, but just not a heads-up play also by Bentonville by running that out, take it at the 25 as opposed to the 4.5 maybe, 4-yard line, yeah. And, on this defense, they want to get the ball back for Ledbetter.
Well, the defense back on the field.
So that's Ledbetter's 8th interception this year, I believe. That's still a pretty good average.
Yep, less than 1 a game. McDonald is the quarterback. He's got Whitlatch beside him. He shifts to the left side. Two wideouts to either side. They give it to Whitlatch over the right side. He has got very little room to run as the Hornets pile him up, and at the bottom of the pile is Big Austin Bailey. I'll check that. That is Kyle Green.
Kyle Green, yep.
No gain on the play for Whitlatch. 2nd and 10 at the 4. As we mentioned, they only had 115 yards of offense against Bryant back in week 2 when they played here. McDonald again with double wideouts either side, throwing from his own end zone, right side. He is a man, and it's caught by Humes for a first down at the 15. So his first completion of the night. Picks up 11 yards and a new set of downs for the Wolverines of Bentonville West. Hornets lead at 14-0, had their 21st point on the board, except the ball went through the hands of the intended receiver and into the awaiting arms of Ben Gray, the safety, for West. Here's a handoff again to Whitlatch, and he is tripped up. And
just Cameron Scarlett just walloped him right there.
So Whitlatch is having trouble getting any momentum going. 2nd and 8 at the 17.
Had Cottrell Wallace sub in for this play right here.
And they're going to let the quarter run out, I think.
Yeah, they're not going to snap it again. 5.
They're looking at the sideline, and that's what will happen. We'll go to the second quarter.
They're about, yep.
That's the end of the quarter. Bryant leads at 14-0. This is Hornet Football, brought to you by mmproductions.net.
At Middleton, we're here to save you time, money, and yes, even energy. Get a free Nest thermostat or Nest Protect with any qualifying new system. Call today for a free estimate. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here. At Middleton, we're here to be the best for you. Servicing and replacing more air conditioners than anyone in Arkansas, and voted best of the best. Why? Best price, best service. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here.
At Farmers Bank and Trust, our commitment is and always will be to the community. Our loan officers are your supporters, your cheerleaders, your fans, your neighbors. And we're proud to cheer on our Bryant Hornets. For more information on Farmers Bank and Trust, stop by our conveniently located office or visit myfarmers.bank.
We begin the second quarter with Bentonville West with a 2nd and 8 at their own 17-yard line. Some scores: West Memphis leading Benton 14-0. Searcy over Greenwood 14-0. That's 6A. No score yet on North Little Rock and Bentonville. Dalton McDonald, the quarterback. Nick Whitlatch is his running back. He's got trips to the left. That's the wide side of the field. Humes, the lone wide out to the right. Now Dyson in motion, and then back the other way again. McDonald pump fakes, throws it deep down the left side, and it is incomplete. Well covered over there by Tristan Sahika short and Kyle Knox deep.
Yeah, Kyle Knox, had that ball been, just a little bit shorter, Knox had a beat on it. It creates a 3rd and long.
3rd and 8 from the 17 for Bentonville West. They just picked up the ball on an interception in the end zone. And now Bryant's defense trying to get it back for the Hornet offense, which was on the cusp of making it 21-0 moments ago.
They're taking forever to get the play in.
They're taking their time.
There's 7 seconds left on the play clock.
Hornets with 3 down linemen. Hand off to Whitlatch around the left side. It's a reverse. Dyson has it now. He's at the 15. Tries to cut back and does, but he's tripped up as he gets to the 17-yard line, short of a first down.
Looked like he was looking for a pass back to the quarterback, but he. It's
a nice tackle by Dalen Land on the sideline over here.
He's looking to throw back to McDonald.
Play?
Yeah, it looked like he was throwing him back to McDonald, but he had who was that on the coverage? Was that Brumfield on the coverage on the quarterback?
Ball is at the 22. That picked up 5 yards. It's 4th and 3 at the 22, and they're set to go for it here. They tried to get a hard count, and the Hornets did not bite.
They're going to take a timeout. They've got to. There's 2 seconds left. Oh, throw the flag. Come on.
Hand off to Higson around the left side, and he has hit in the backfield and hit again as the first hit by Wilson, and then it was Dalen Land and Tristan Sahika as they have held on 4th down deep in the west end, and the Hornets are going to have a real short field now.
And so never mind on throwing that flag.
They have not been able to run the ball much, and they gave it over on downs at the 19. Is that the 19?
Yeah, 19. Yeah.
They lost 3 yards on that play. Bryant starts this series in the Hornet zone, leading 14-0. Ledbetter, the quarterback, pitches it to Anderson, left side. He gets to the 15, still driving, and he gets down inside the 10. We'll see it. Looks like right at the 10-yard line for Tanner Anderson. Picked up 9. Be 2nd and goal at the 10. Oh, no, it's not. 2nd and 1 at the 10. Back to the line of scrimmage. Ledbetter, Anderson, left side. And he's hit right at the line of scrimmage and bent back. It's going to be close to a first down. Trying to follow Johnson and Pitts. See how they mark it here. They're going to measure. Or they're going to go?
They're going to go 3rd and inches, yeah. So I guess no gain.
Ledbetter. Hands to Anderson. He's got the first down, and he's down to around the 6-yard line. So it'll be a 1st and goal at the 6. The Hornets trying to add to the lead here. North Little Rock with a 7-0 lead early against Bentonville. The winner of that game plays the winner of this one. So far, the Central teams are winning. Ledbetter with trips to the right. Anderson set alongside him to his right. He'll roll to the right, looking for throw it, and it is incomplete. Tried to get it to Metters, and it'll be incomplete. That time it was flooded over on that side, and a good play by the defensive secondary of Bentonville West.
Yeah, he almost jumped that route and just took that away.
The Hornets in the Hornet zone at the 6. Trips to the right side of the field. That's the wide side. Anderson, the setback. Ledbetter pitches it to him right side, trying to get to the corner. And he is tripped up and dropped down for a no gain, maybe a loss of 1. Coming up was A.J. Moss from the secondary.
They're going to move him back.
Good
Looks like half a yard.
Good defensive play. And it's 3rd and goal at the 7.
From the 8-yard line, it's going to be 3rd down for the Hornets.
So Ledbetter needs to go back to trusting his receivers.
Yep.
He had an open receiver for a touchdown the last time down here. 3rd down.
He's got River all by himself. Man on man, I like that one.
Hands it, no fakes to Anderson, throws it down the middle, and it is... No, he never got rid of it, so he's sacked. No, it was incomplete. It was knocked down at the line of scrimmage.
They're saying it was a pass?
Yeah, said it came back right back to Ledbetter, who was on the ground. So now they're going to get Brock Funk with a chance for his 3rd field goal of the season on his 3rd attempt of the season. And it will be from
It's going to be a.
It's like a 24-yard field goal attempt from the right hash.
And it's no wind at all, pretty much. Well, just a little flutter.
Hold is good. The kick is long enough.
Good.
And no good.
Oh,
it's off to one side.
Yeah.
And so another defensive stand by Bentonville West has kept the score 14-0 as they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So big defense by Bentonville West on the last two drives inside the 5 for Bryant. Has kept it closer than it might be.
That's just what you want. You want your red zone defense to be tough, and that's what Bentonville West has been so far.
Defensive line for Bryant, Kennedy Miller and Kyle Green on the ends. In the middle, they have Andy Scott going with 4 linebackers. Sahika, here's the snap to Whitlatch, and he is stopped right at the line of scrimmage, falls forward as they continue to beat him up. He took a beating just before he went down as they kept hitting him.
Get him 2 yards after that, so he well earned 2 yards.
Oh, he's probably like, come on, let's blow the whistle maybe a little bit earlier.
Second down, he's a big guy.
Yeah, I think every 11 Hornet hit him.
So they go now with the 2 backs as Higson is in the game with Whitlatch, flanking McDonald in the shotgun. Double wideouts to the left. Fakes the handoff, now looking to throw. A little screen pass the other way, and it's almost picked off by T-Bird Wilson at the 20.
Man, that was just he almost caught it off his foot.
It was a good thing that it was a bad throw.
Yeah.
Good thing for West. 3rd and 8 at the 22.
Had T-Bird caught that, he was in.
It was 6 all the way.
Yeah. But they're doing a little misdirection on the passing game. They're running everything to the right, passing back to the left.
Austin Bailey back in there at defensive tackle. Still going with 4 linebackers as Wallace, actually they're going with a nickel back in the secondary.
Still,
LaQuay Brumfield is in the game. McDonald to throw, under some pressure, will escape, and he's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage and really brought down. I don't know who put that form tackle on.
Oh, that was Bailey. Sahika and Bailey. Bailey went up high on him, and Sahika maybe down low.
So it'll be 4th down.
They're going to punt that one and have Rose in the backfield again on the return.
No 4th down go this time. They have survived both times when they've gone for 4th down. Or not both times, one of the 2 times. And McDonald is back inside his 10-yard line to boot it away. Hornets bring the rush. He gets the kick away. And Rose catches it at the 49.
Oh, he didn't fair catch that. I thought he did.
And gets it back to the West 49. They say he's at the 50-yard line. Yeah, he's lucky he didn't get.
That was brave.
Yeah, lucky he didn't get really shot.
Well, I think Bentonville West probably thought he fair caught that as well, and then he just kind of took off. And I was like, oh.
They made the tackle right away.
Yeah.
They had it well covered.
Yeah.
So the Hornets now from the 50 will try again. Maybe the 3rd time will be the charm. They've
got a 14-0 lead, but they've had 2 chances to add to that when they drove inside the red zone. Austin Ledbetter is the quarterback. Ahmad Adams is back in there at running back. He gets the handoff over the left side, and he is brought down after a short gain of a couple of yards.
Getting up off the bottom of the pile for West is Ariel Braddock, one of the linebackers.
So North Little Rock up 7 on Bentonville right now.
2nd and 8 at the 48 for Bryant.
West going with a 4 front. Nope, going with 3 and 4 linebackers. Ledbetter rolls right, has some pressure, gives some, and he'll be brought down by Higson, the linebacker, right about the original line of scrimmage. He lost yardage.
He lost 3 on that one.
Going to mark it at the 49 of Bryant.
He's rolling out, just had a whole host of Wolverines trailing behind him. He was looking far down the field, but you just got to get rid of it. You got to feel that pressure coming behind you.
Trips to the left. That's the wide side of the field, an empty backfield for Ledbetter. Got Adams and Young on the wideouts to the right. Back to throw, man in his face. He gets it away, and it's going to be hit and dropped as he tried to get it to Joseph Young, throwing off his back foot. And it'll be incomplete, and the Hornets will probably punt it away now. 4th and 11 as Ledbetter took a shot on that one.
Yeah, he did. He was just trailing back, looking to set up that screen with Young, but had that middle linebacker setting it back there perfectly, waiting for him. And he did take that lick. That's 4 incompletions in a row.
Ledbetter will boot it away. Good snap, gets the kick away. And it's a short one. It hits, and there's a lot of Bentonville West players in the area, but it doesn't hit any of them, and it's going to roll dead at the 15. So that's where the Wolverines will have it with 5:36 left in the half. And they trail 14-0. Bryant scored on first 2 possessions of the ball game.
The last 3 kind of stalled out.
Yeah, well, they got good field position on the first 2, but couldn't pick up a first down that possession. But the defense has been stout.
Yep.
For the Hornets. They already have forced a turnover as Cameron Scarlett got an interception. Whitlatch and McDonald looking to the sideline for the play call. Double wideouts to either side of the field for the Wolverines. Handoff to Whitlatch around the right side. He is hit and
Snuffed
dropped.
out.
Great tackle by Cameron Scarlett in the open field.
Just hanging on there. Able will swing him down. No gain. Got him right back at the line of scrimmage.
It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 15. Clock down to 5:15 left to play in the half. They take their time looking to the sideline for a play call.
They do. They use the whole play clock. I mean, they've
And
snapped it at 0.
That's sometimes a tactic to shorten the game. McDonald
Pass.
fakes a handoff. Now he's going to throw.
Oh.
Avoids a defender, and he's going to get out across the 20 and out of bounds close to the 25-yard line. So a good scramble by Dalton McDonald. Goes close to a first down. They say he has it at the 25, so pickup of 10. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line for Bentonville West. Trailing 14-0 here. 4:49 left to play in this first half. McDonald hands off to Whitlatch, trying to go around wide left, breaks a tackle, and then is brought down. Nice tackle by Dalen Land as he gets out to the 28-yard line. So a pickup of 3. And it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Wolverines.
Andy Scott being subbed in for Austin Bailey.
Again, they take their time looking to the sideline for a play call. McDonald relays it to his receivers. Humes in motion. McDonald throws, and it's dropped.
Ooh.
Big hit there at the point of catch.
Is that Rose?
Derek Rose broke it up with a big hit on Humes. So it's 3rd and 7.
And it's going to be 3rd down.
Little bang play right there.
3rd and 7 at the 28.
Going to a nickel package, it looks like.
Yep. They bring out Scarlett and Miller.
Also, Scott came out.
Braden Godwin in at nose guard. To go with a 3 front. Trips to the right. Bryant adjusts the secondary. Stack formation over to the right for West. McDonald to throw. Picking up.
Oh, intercepted!
Picked up by Godwin. Braden Godwin has it. He picked it off at the 27 as returned it to the 23-yard line.
Go put that belt on.
Explain the belt.
So it's a turnover belt. You get the if you get the turnover, you get to wear the hardware.
It's like a championship wrestling belt. That's 2 interceptions for Bryant, and they snuffed out that screen pass.
Well, Cottrell Wallace almost looks like he might have tipped it too, because he was rushing, but seeing how he was just let go, trailed back, and might have tipped it a little bit too.
Here's a handoff to Anderson, right side, spins out of a tackle. He's down to near the 20-yard line, so a short pickup.
And Bentonville West has been very stingy against the run, except for that first drive.
Yeah, the first couple drives, Bryant was just eating up the yardage. Now, they're just stopping them. It's a 0-3, 0-2, -3. This one was minimal at 2 yards.
Ledbetter gives to Anderson around the left side, has some blocking, cuts it.
Cuts it up. Go!
10,
Go!
5,
Touchdown!
Tanner Anderson in for the score. Took it to the left and then cut it back to the right and outflanked everybody and takes it in for a touchdown from 21 yards out. And now the Hornets have extended the lead.
Just seeing that open field, everything closed down to the left side, and just had his arms swinging, trying to get his momentum back to the right side and just use that speed, get that corner.
Extra point by
That one's good.
Brock Funk is good, and the score is Bryant 21 and Bentonville West nothing, with 3:23 left to play in this first half. The Hornets have come up with 2 interceptions by not really very typical defenders, as the middle linebacker Cameron Scarlett got one, and that time the nose guard Braden Godwin picked off a screen pass. A thrill of a lifetime for a defensive lineman, that's for sure. We've had 2 of those this year. Godwin, a junior. Kyle Green had a pick 6 as a defensive end against Little Rock Central earlier in the year. So
I played nose tackle for Bryant.
So you can feel the
the
love.
And I got an interception one time. Did not know what to do. I was like, "What is this doing to my hand?" I just went to the ground.
Leather? What? Yeah. Leather? So the Hornets have the 21-0 lead, and with 3:23 left to play in this first half, it is Brock Funk with the kickoff. It's a short one. They take a fair catch at the 26-yard line. As bringing it in is Dakota Gaines. That's where West will start again. They've had bad field position much of the night. They're saying it's actually marked at the 28.
Give you a score update. Nothing's changed. North Little Rock, Bentonville. West Memphis up 14-7 against Benton.
Benton coming back in that one.
And Searcy is just killing Greenwood right now, 28-7.
Wow. Could have 2 Saline County teams playing for state championships again this year. Here's Whitlatch.
Up the
he
gut.
got a chance to get some room to run before Dalen Land brought him down.
Cottrell got rolled up on a little bit.
Cottrell a little slow getting up. They got him down at the 35-yard line, so pick up on the play by Whitlatch of 7.
Cottrell's coming off.
Second down and 3 at the 35-yard line. In to replace Cottrell is Kobe Melton, number 40 there. They're going with the 2 backs as Higson has joined Whitlatch in the backfield as they flank McDonald. Double wideouts to the left. Now Higson in motion that way. They give it to
Disrupt and Kyle Green.
Whitlatch and Kyle Green and Kennedy Miller.
Just
stuffed him.
Just right into the arms of Kyle Green. Big Kyle Green right there, right at the middle.
They're going to give him a half a yard out across the 30, but we'll keep it at the 35.
Timeout, Bryant.
Hornets take a timeout, hoping to get a chance to score again. And the timeout comes with 2:33 left to play in the first half. Bryant already leading 21-0 over Bentonville West. If they can force a punt, then the Hornets could score again. The Arkansas Activities Association is one of 50 state organizations that belong to the National Federation of State High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for inter-school competition. The schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility, which correspond to those recommended by the National Federation. Brought to you by the Arkansas Activities Association there. Playoff announcements, always fun to read, because that means your team's in the playoffs. So the Hornets hoping to make a stop here. It's a 3rd and 3 at the 35.
Watch that hard count again. Have already got us once.
4 men on the defensive line now as they bring Shiflett back in at defensive tackle. Quarterback is McDonald, moves a man back. That's Dyson. Whitlatch, the lone setback. Now, no, it's Humes in motion. They'll hand it to him on the speed sweep, and he's going to get the first down.
They've got it on that one.
Yep, and down the sideline, he's going to be brought out of bounds.
Cameron Scarlett on the tackle.
Finally,
It's
man.
like at the Bryant 49-yard line,
Yeah.
so that speed sweep, jet sweep, some people call it, picks up good yardage, 16 yards, and a new set of downs for the Wolverines of Bentonville West. Clock is at 2:23 left to play in the half. Bryant up 21-0. West trying to get on the board. Again, they go with 2 men in the backfield. They've got an H-back in there, which has a lineman number. This is McDonald on a quarterback draw. He's got a good yardage. He's got a first down, or now he loses some, so whether or not he gets the first down out of this is
They're going to give it
looks like they're giving him progress.
Yeah, they're
there.
going to forward progress. It looked like, oh, we got a flag, though, on the 46. Looks like it's got to be coming back. Yep.
He's going to be holding against the Wolverines.
They got a holding penalty. That's our first big penalty of the game. It was actually downfield, so if they mark it off from the spot of the foul, no, they're going to bring it from the line of scrimmage. So a 10-yard mark-off will make it 1st and 20 at the 41. Back in Bentonville West territory.
Now you see why he got so open. He ran right in the middle.
Yeah. They bring back David Shiflett in that defensive. Now they're going to say it's at the 43, so they did mark it from the spot of the foul.
Yep.
So an 8-yard penalty on the hold. Actually, it's at the 44. So a 7-yard penalty. Clock at 2:15 left to play in the half. In motion is Whitlatch. McDonald to throw, left side, coming back for it and incomplete.
No, we got a flag. It's going to be pass interference.
Knox was defending against Dyson.
Do have a flag on the play.
I think maybe it might be more of a defensive hold as he grabbed him as he made his turn to the outside. What's the call? They're going to say pass interference, so that'll be 15 yards.
So first.
So it'll be 1st
two?
and 5. Or no, they're right. 1st and about 3. 2 or 3? Where are they going to mark it? At the 42-yard line?
Well, they only give it 10 yards.
Ball's going to be marked at the 45-yard line.
Wow, that's strange.
Okay, so it was like a 7-yard penalty. Or
It was actually
12,
a
yeah.
9-yard penalty. 9-yard penalty.
Hear you, Hornet fans.
So the ball is at the 45 of Bryant,
and it's still first down.
and it's 1st and they need about 5.
Oh wait, what's going on here?
I'm not sure. They're not sure either.
The zebras are talking.
Actually, it was it's 1st down and 6.
Oh, they're moving the ball. Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Look at
full
that.
15 yards. There they go. So
Somewhere there's a joke.
what
in
do we
there.
got? 1st and 2.
1st and 2.
Ball's going to be marked at the 41-yard line. First down for the Wolverines.
Clock is at 2:11. Still a lot of time for Bentonville West to get on the board. They trail at 21-0 here just before the end of the half. The H-back is Connor Cooley. There's McDonald, pump fakes. Now he's going to be hit and brought down.
He's still up. Oh.
He broke the first tackle, but then he was drilled once he got back to the 44-yard line, so he actually did lose some yardage.
Yeah, had a little bit of lost.
I didn't see who made the tackle over there on the far side.
Yeah, there's so many people over there.
Green flag ball's going to be marked at
Kyle Green.
Kyle Green, that's what they said.
2nd down for the
1st and 5. It's actually going to be 2nd and 5 at the 43. No, that was a loss of 2, so it's 4. 2nd and 4. Clock is at 1:37 and counting. Quickly to the line of scrimmage comes the Bentonville West Wolverines. Here's a quick pitch, and you're going to throw it back, but he can't get the slipped. Ball slipped out of his hands. He was going to throw it back for a trick play. The Hornets had it pretty well covered in the secondary, however, and Dyson got what he could to the 42-yard line, and now Bentonville West will take a timeout. Actually, back at the 44, so we lost a yard.
And had he not have slipped down, he was about to get just walloped. They're trying to catch Bryant, off guard, switching out personnel. almost got called for too many men on the field.
3rd and 5 at the 44, so the Hornets trying to make a stand. They still have 2 timeouts. This is the first taken by Bentonville West. Bryant with a 21-0 lead with 1:18 left to play in the first half. Hornets rushed out to a 14-0 lead and then had 3 series where twice they got inside the 10-yard line, were unable to score. Then they got the touchdown run by Tanner Anderson, and they're on top 21-0.
No score change. North Little Rock, Bentonville is a score change in Benton. West Memphis up 21, Benton 14.
So here's a 3rd and 5 at the 44. McDonald has got Higson on the wing. Here's Humes in motion. No, it's Dyson. They fake the speed sweep, throws, and it is incomplete.
Oh, come on!
They call an interference call as Dalen Land came over the back of Higson on the reception. McDonald was about to get sacked, and Higson, they call the penalty flag from the far sideline, so it's going to be an interference penalty. Second on this drive
Pass
by
interference.
the Hornets. It'll be from this line of scrimmage. They should move it down to the 29-yard line. Clock is at 1:13. Well, now they're moving it to the 29-yard line. Yeah, that's what I had. So Bentonville West with the 1st and 10. They're trying to get on the board, trailing 21-0 with 1:13 left in the half. A couple of pass interference penalties have helped them bring it to the Bryant 29. Here's Whitlatch. Tackled in the backfield and falls forward as Dalen Land, who was called for the pass interference, makes the stop for a loss of a yard. 2nd down and 11 now for the Wolverines, and the clock down inside the final minute of the half. 50 seconds left.
They want to get any sort of points because Bryant's going to get the ball start of the 3rd quarter.
McDonald back to throw, straight drop back. Looking deep down the middle, and it is
intercepted
again. This time it is Schroeder, I believe. Austin Schroeder, who came up with it at the 14-yard line and returns it out to the 34-yard line.
You get to wear the belt. You get to wear the belt, and you get to wear the belt.
So tremendous defensive effort for Bryant. The ball is going to be marked at the 33. And with 33 seconds left, Hornets have a chance to add to a 21-0 lead after the 3rd turnover, 3rd interception.
So don't take the foot off the gas. Just hit a couple shots down the field, see if we can move. We have 2 timeouts left.
McDonald, all right, check that. It's Ledbetter in the shotgun, double wideouts either side. Straight drop back, looking deep, now under some pressure. Throws it to the sideline, and it's caught by Heron. And the ball is going to be at the 38-yard line.
Man. No, they got
Pick
it.
up of 5. It was kind of just a release valve to Trayvon. 2nd and they're saying it's at the 38. 2nd and 5 at the 38, and the Hornets take a timeout with 17 seconds showing until the half. Again, at halftime, we've got a chance to hear from the Bryant High School basketball coaches, Brad Matthews for the Lady Hornets and Mike Abrahamson for the defending state runner-up Bryant Hornets. To visit with us. The Hornets today got a victory in Forest City, a decisive one. They won 66-46 over iSchool from Texas. It's kind of a virtual academy, but a highly ranked team in Texas, and they took a tough loss to the Hornets today by 20 points. Cameron Hunter and Traylon Payne each had 19 points. We'll hear from their coaches at halftime. We'll have scores from the other games and stats as well, courtesy of Mr. Shuttleworth. Ledbetter back to throw, steps up now, looking to run it, and he's going to tuck it and get 10.
Oh, come on!
Down. That looked like a late hit on him.
but he's close to a first down at the 43.
3-yard line.
And move the first down.
They give him the first down.
Yep.
So 1st and 10 at the 43. Clock at 7 seconds left in the half. And now they're going to let it roll. Can they get one shot left? They do. The final second. Ledbetter rolling now. Throws it deep down the right side.
Man, they're just.
And it's incomplete. Schrader was covered by 3 different defenders, and it's going to be the end of the half. What'd you see?
Man, they're just hitting him so late.
The Hornets take a 21-0 lead at the half, and we go to the locker rooms. Bryant will be getting the ball to start the second half. This is Bryant Hornets football, brought to you by mmproductions.net.
At Middleton, we're here to save you time, money, and yes, even energy. Get a free Nest thermostat or Nest Protect with any qualifying new system. Call today for a free estimate. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here. At Middleton, we're here to be the best for you. Servicing and replacing more air conditioners than anyone in Arkansas, and voted best of the best. Why? Best price, best service. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here.
At Farmers Bank and Trust, our commitment is and always will be to the community. Our loan officers are your supporters, your cheerleaders, your fans, your neighbors. And we're proud to cheer on our Bryant Hornets. For more information on Farmers Bank and Trust, stop by our conveniently located office or visit myfarmers.bank.
We're at halftime here with the Bryant Hornets leading 21-0 over the Bentonville West Wolverines. And the other semifinal in Class 7A, it's still North Little Rock 7 and Bentonville nothing. They're playing up in Bentonville, and Bentonville is undefeated this season. 6A scores, and West Memphis leading Benton 21-14. And that's in the second quarter, and Greenwood has come back. They are trailing Searcy 28-21, however. And we'll have some stats for you when we come back. We're going to take time to listen in on an interview with each of the Bryant High School basketball coaches, and we'll begin with Brad Matthews in just a moment. I want to remind you that for DVD copies of tonight's game, go to mmproductions.net. The Bryant Lady Hornets head basketball coach Brad Matthews. And Coach, you got the season underway, and how's your team looking so far?
Yeah, so we're 2-2. Got beat East Stem, beat Kirby, got beat by Greenwood and Lake Hamilton. So it's we went over to Lake Hamilton and played 3 really good teams, and so what we try to do this time of year is schedule some really good competition to show us some things that we obviously need to work on. And Greenwood, Kirby, and Lake Hamilton showed us that, and we're playing well. There are periods in our games where we're playing really well, and there's some other times where we had some breakdowns, make some plays that kind of lead us to losing. And so we really got to clean that up, make more winning plays, and kind of, as each game goes on, eliminate some of those losing plays.
You tell us a little bit about your team. You got some veteran players, some girls you've depended on since they were sophomores.
Yeah, so we probably got 3 or 4 starters back from last year. Tiara Trotter, Indy Atkins, Mackenzie Muse, Selena Martin, all those have, if they didn't start the whole season, they started quite a bit of last season, plus their sophomore year. So we have some experience, but we graduated 3 kids, and those 3, Robin and Allison and Kayla, made a big difference. And so while we have some experience, we're also mixing in some kids that don't have experience. So, we got a sophomore in Paris who's playing well right now offensively.
That's Paris Atkins.
Paris Atkins is playing well, and we've got to, anytime you take 3 kids out of a rotation, every team is new, the chemistry's new, the responsibilities are new. We're trying to play a little faster this year, trying to force tempo, and so all that takes time. And the things you work on in practice that we do really well in practice, we just got to make sure there's not a lot of game slippage. And right now there's a little bit too much game slippage for us. So it's what we. As each game goes on, we have less and less and less of that slippage where we make more and more either poor decisions or just mistakes in games that don't show up in practice as much.
You kind of have to change the way you're doing things because you lost a couple of 6-footers from last year, so you're not quite as big, right?
Yeah, last year we could go. We could be one of the bigger teams on our conference with 3 6 3 6-footers out there, and 2 of those kids graduated. So now we got, you know, McKenzie's 6'2", and really there's a lot of times where the next biggest kid on the floor is 5'6", 5'7". So you know, that's who we are. So we have to, you know, it's who we are, and we're trying to take advantage of that, as opposed to looking at it as a problem, not having height. That we're trying to turn that into an advantage, and that way we can go smaller, we can go more athletic, and we can do some things on offense and defense that kind of feed into our strengths, as opposed to you know, trying to hide our weaknesses.
Same folks as usual. Good in your conference this year.
Yeah. Obviously, Northside's got a lot of people back from a state championship team, and Conway's got a lot of young kids who are so talented. North Little Rock's really good. Cabot got a move in from Jacksonville, who's a Division I player, so they're going to be really good. Central's got two college kids on their roster. So yeah, it's a tough league, but that's why we play with these teams like Lake Hamilton's going to be really. Lake Hamilton's as good as they've been in 5-6 years, and that's why we play Greenwood early, to try to make sure we know where we are. And that way we can steadily be getting better, and not wait till we get to January to see something we didn't know we needed to work on.
It's just kind of exciting. You got a new gym that you're going to be playing in after the first of the year.
Yeah, that thing's going to be awesome. You know, Building 1's been awesome here for 40, 50 years now, and it's been a lot of good basketball played in this gym, and it's a whole, you know, it's so tight and close that when you have a good crowd, it's definitely a home court advantage. But that new gym is just going to be it's unbelievable. Having got a few tours of it, it's you know, our administration, our community, just have thought of everything to make that one of the you know, not just high school, but including colleges. It's, you know, top 3, top 4 in the state that we're going to have a great opportunity to open, and you know, it's very excited for our kids. I think our kids are very excited to get in there and have all the things that gym's going to provide.
Well, thank you very much, Coach. That's Brad Matthews, the head coach of the Bryant Lady Hornets. Up next, we'll talk to Coach Mike Abrahamson.
Well, right now we're small, and we don't have.
Mike Abrahamson of the Bryant Hornets, and the Hornets getting their season underway. Coach, tell us a little bit about your team.
Well, right now we're small, and we don't have a full team. Waiting on our football team to hopefully win another state championship. So it's worth the wait for that. But we've got some guys that have returned with a lot of experience, and we've also got a nice mixture of some other guys that don't have much experience. So we're trying to blend it. It's awkward when we're not a full team. It's like we're going to have 2 different teams this year: the pre-football season players, and then the post-football season players and team. So it's an interesting dynamic to work through, but we're doing the best that we can.
Talk about the returning players. The people that have followed you probably recognize, realize that they're back.
Well, Traylon Payne was an all-state guard and all-state tournament team guard. That was a junior for us last year. He's a senior this year, and he just got cleared last week to fully participate with us. He had foot surgery at the end of July and had him out for quite a while. But the injury is healed, and he looks good out there. He's just kind of get back in the swing of things. But you know, he was a big-time scorer for us and a great defender as well. Cameron Hunter is a junior this year. This will be his 3rd year to play and start for us. He started every game as a freshman, and last year as a sophomore. And had 28 points in our opener against Robinson last Saturday. Really took the game over offensively in the fourth quarter and in overtime. Big time player for us. A.J. Jenkins, who started a few games for us last year, but mainly was our sixth man, but we look at him as a sixth starter. This year he will be a full-time starter. Had 12 points in our first game, and is just a steady guy, which I love those guys. He is so steady. He's the same thing every day. I love it because you know exactly what you're going to get out of him. He's a great on-ball defender and just an overall tough kid. One of the favorite players, honestly, that I've coached because of his improvement and just his steadiness. Then we've got Kason Robinson, who everybody likes to talk about, his older brother KK, who left and went to Oak Hill Academy. But Kason's younger brother, 10th grade this year, had some injuries that he was working through last year. Didn't see as much court time as we thought he would. He's in a lot of pain, growing and knee tendonitis, and then he had a groin thing. And anyway, now he's back, and he's given good effort every day in practice. And he's an offensive threat. He's a defensive playmaker. He gets a lot of hands-on ball, a lot of deflections. He's young. And he didn't play a lot in ninth grade because of his injuries, and he actually didn't play a lot in eighth grade because of his injuries. But he is also someone that's played in a lot of high-level AAU games, and he has the it factor to him. We just have to, he's still young, so we're still working through some things, but he's going to be a big-time player for us. And then Aiden Adams, who got to play some last year as a sophomore, he'll have an increased role. O.J. Newbern, Caleb West, Jalen Montgomery is just a lockdown on-ball defender. Just people hate playing against him, which we love. Gavin Brunson has really increased his role. He's starting for us right now and may continue to start throughout the year. I mean, he's somebody that saw just a little bit of time last year, but he's grown. He's grown up, and his efforts more consistent every day, and he's gotten stronger, and he's such a big kid. He's such a good kid. We just got to get that physical, tough play out of him, and when we get it, he's really good. So then we'll get our football guys, and we'll have Cottrell Wallace, Austin Schroeder, Will Diggins, and then possibly a few more. We'll see.
You've set up a pretty tough pre-conference schedule. For the conference you're in, that's almost required, isn't it?
Well, yes, it's tough. I've become more committed to just getting our players put on a stage. I mean, we've had a little success, and we get our guys, our team gets invited to things that we haven't always in the past, and I want to get in those things for the players. And right now, honestly, I kind of second guess myself because I don't have a full team. But again, my whole thing was do it for the players, do it for Traylon and Cam and AJ, and put them on a stage and get opportunities. Since KK left, the people naturally aren't talking about us as much, or maybe in a way respecting us as much, and that's fine with us. But we have opportunities to earn that success with our schedule. It is brutal. Yeah.
Well, the reason we're doing this on tape is because you're going to be right in the middle of one in Forest City. But let's look ahead. You got a big Saline County shootout's going to be extra special this year because you've got a brand new gym. Talk about that.
Well, we're excited. We're standing right here in the practice part of it right now. That it's a dream come true. And when the rest of the building opens up, and we're in a nice facility, and we can practice in the same building every day, and we don't have to run across campus somewhere in the rain or slip on the old rubber floor in Building 21. It's almost something that you thought may never happen, and here it is being built right in front of our eyes. So it'd be something to be proud of, and that is something that has been a challenge for this program since I got here. Is that there was a lot of insecurities from the players about the program, jealous of maybe something else going on in school, or jealous of other programs around the state or whatever, and it's been a long process to try to fight our way out of that. It's not as bad as it used to be, and then having a building built like this will certainly bring a lot of pride that we hope our kids will feel and want to play for.
And the community as well. We hope we have a great crowd that night, and you have a great season.
Well, the community did it. You know, since I was here, we failed 3 millages to pass the last one, and you know, the leadership got the message across to the community of in a very transparent way, and the community voted for it. So we thank the community, and you know, we hope to be honestly turning people away that night and other nights. But that night, obviously, opening up in a way, it's like a senior night when there's extra emotions, and you just hope you play well. But yeah, it'll be a special night, and we hope everybody can come out.
We wish you the best of luck this season. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rob. Appreciate it.
We're at halftime of the Bryant-Bentonville West football game. Back with more in a moment.
Sorry, the press box went a little wilder.
We're at halftime here. The Bryant Hornets lead the Bentonville West Wolverines 21-0 in this semifinal of the state playoffs. And on the other side, it's North Little Rock leading Bentonville 14-10 in the second quarter. In the 6A, Benton has taken the lead over West Memphis 28-21, and Searcy has a 35-21 lead over Greenwood. We have stats now from Aaron Shuttleworth. Aaron, how'd it look?
Yeah, it's 21-0. I'm about to tell you why. On the defensive side, Austin Bailey, 1 solo, 1 assist, 1 tackle for loss. Kyle Green, 2 solo, 1 tackle for loss. Cameron Scarlett, 3 solo, and a big interception. I'm pretty sure all y'all heard from the press box. Dalen Land, 3 solo, 2 tackle for loss. Catrell Wallace, 1 solo, 2 assists, 1 tackle for loss. Braden Godwin, 1 interception. What else we got here? It's Marion Wilson, 1 solo, 1 assist, 1 pass breakup. Derek Rose, a big pass breakup. Tristan Tahika, 3 solo, 1 tackle for loss. That's 5 different players with a tackle for loss tonight so far for the Hornets. On the offensive side, we're looking at Austin Ledbetter, 6 of 13, 61 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Trayvon Heron, 1 reception, 5 yards. Jake Metters, 1 reception, 16 yards. Joseph Young, 1 for 6 yards. And Hayden Schrader, 3 for 34 yards, 2 touchdowns. On the ground, it started off strong early, but then it kind of trailed off. Ahmad Adams, 9 carries, 69 yards. Tanner Anderson, 7 for 49, 1 touchdown. And Austin Ledbetter, 3 for 0. Just kind of scrambling around and getting nothing with it. But yeah, we've definitely left points off the board, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it could be 35-0 like it was last time if the Hornets had cashed in on a couple of drives and where they got inside the 10-yard line. One of those was stopped by an interception in the end zone by Ben Gray, and the other one was resulted in a missed field goal, the first missed field goal of the season for Brock Funk.
But to be fair, I will say that's only his 3rd field goal attempt.
Yeah, he's 2 for 3 now. But he's closing in on 70 extra points this season, which is a school record.
Yeah, 20-yarders, he's good.
Yeah. And he would have been good on that one if he hadn't been on the wide right hash mark. But nonetheless, Bryant with a 21-0 lead over the Bentonville West Wolverines. Bentonville, as Aaron indicated, having trouble getting anything really going consistently today. And they've had a lot of lost yardage plays.
A few of their schemes have looked good. They've developed, but then it just kind of comes crumbling down. The jet sweep worked out. The back pass would have amounted to something, but he's just been picked off a couple times by the most inopportune people, your nose tackle and your linebacker. I mean, they've been close. They just haven't been as good as the defense of Bryant.
And really the best opportunity for West to score was their last drive. They made it down to the Bryant 29-yard lines, helped by a couple of interference penalties. But on a 2nd and 11 at the 30, it's Austin Schroeder made the interception, the 3rd of the evening.
Oh yeah, I didn't even say his. I forgot about his.
3rd of the evening for Bryant tonight. So defense stepping up. Going to take a time out here as the teams start to come out from the locker rooms to warm up for the second half. Hear from our sponsors. We appreciate them. They are Middleton Heat and Air and Farmers Bank and Trust. This is Hornet Football, brought to you by mmproductions.net.
At Middleton, we're here to save you time, money, and yes, even energy. Get a free Nest thermostat or Nest Protect with any qualifying new system. Call today for a free estimate. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here. At Middleton, we're here to be the best for you. Servicing and replacing more air conditioners than anyone in Arkansas, and voted best of the best. Why? Best price, best service. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here.
At Farmers Bank and Trust, our commitment is and always will be to the community. Our loan officers are your supporters, your cheerleaders, your fans, your neighbors. And we're proud to cheer on our Bryant Hornets. For more information on Farmers Bank and Trust, stop by our conveniently located office or visit myfarmers.bank.
We're at halftime here at Bryant Stadium, where the Hornets lead the Bentonville West Wolverines 21-0, and the Hornets will be getting this kickoff to start the second half as they deferred after winning the toss to start the game. Got both teams out on the field. I don't know if they're warming up. They're a little late coming out, so we may see some extra time put on the clock for halftime.
What? Them adding more time to halftime?
Never happened.
Call me shocked.
Yes. Rob Patrick, Aaron Shuttleworth with you. We've been fortunate, blessed to be able to bring you these games each week. A big thanks to mmproductions.net, Matt Johnson and Mason Woolbright, and a great thanks to Dakota Baxter, who's been our producer most of the season, and Kendrick Ollison, who has been our cameraman for most of the season. Those guys have done a bang-up job, and we appreciate their efforts. Hopefully we'll be able to do this again next year. Hope they can get some sponsors. We do need some sponsors to help bring these games to you. So if MM Productions calls upon you to sponsor, please say yes so that we can continue to bring these games to you.
Because I know everybody wants to hear my lovely voice.
You're having some fun. And that's one thing you can count on from Aaron, is he's going to have some fun and get into it. But, and you know, that's part of the fun too.
Yeah.
Being, of course, he's an alumni and played for this team back in the day, so it's great to have that enthusiasm. Hornets leading at 21-0. We're at halftime, and as we said, the teams are warming up. Tell me what you think is going to happen here in the second half. What do you expect to see?
You know, they played smart 3/4 of the first half. A couple pass interference calls. Were they ticky-tack? Were they bang-bang? Yes, but the fact of, you know, you gave them 30 free yards. You can't be doing that, especially, you know, in the semifinals. Offensive-wise, you know, we need to tighten up the running game just a little bit. The first couple drives were excellent. I mean, we had a 12-yard gain, a 12-yard gain, a 22-yard gain, a 7-yard gain, a 9, and then right after that it went 3, 0, 2, -3, 2, 5. So just just need to adjust that running game just a little bit, get some more protection back there for Ledbetter. He's been taking a couple late hits. We'll see what they do about that. But other than that, I mean, play Bryant ball. I mean, you're up 21-0. Let's get this up to 35-0, and let's get out here quick.
As we mentioned, head coach Buck James was visiting with the head linesman all the way off the field at the end of the first half. Yeah. And I would, you know, at first blush, you might think that he was talking about those interference penalties, but I think he was talking about those late hits.
Yeah, no, it was the late hits that you're, you know, the interference calls, you know, that could go either way. But the late hits, I mean, it's not only Ledbetter that's going to begin hit. Anderson got hit late as well. It's just, you know, that you got to tighten that up if you're the, you know, if you're the zebras, whatever, however you say it.
The stripers. So the Hornets are on the sideline. They'll deploy to receive the kickoff here to start this second half. As they get the special teams out there, feeling pretty good about their situation right now. They lead at 21-0. And no one this season has scored more than 21 points on them in a game. So got to feel confident.
Yep.
But
it's a semifinals. You can't take anything for granted.
No, Bentonville West is here in the semifinals for a reason. You know, this isn't the same team we saw in week 2 or week 3. I mean,
Yes.
that was it's 2 months worth of growth, 2 months worth of learning, of strength, of just, you know, becoming a better team. But at the same time, we've done the same.
So kicking it off will be Trey Travis. Back deep for Bryant, Trayvon Heron, Tanner Anderson to his left, and Joseph Young, don't check that, Miles Aldridge to his right. So Travis will start this second half. We are underway.
Onside kick.
An onside kick.
Offsides.
And they touched it before it went 10 yards, so Bryant will have great field position. Let's see where did the ball just go straight out of bounds, or did they touch it before?
Well, they jumped off sides first before the kick.
Well, if they jumped off, if it's an offsides penalty, then they'll have to do it again. Let's see. They're going to come and talk to Buck about it. You got 2 options. You can either take the offsides, or you can take it out of bounds. You can take it where they left it. If it went out of bounds, you want it.
Yeah, you want it right there.
You want to have it at the 50 if you can. But
yeah.
I think the offsides calls the play dead on a kickoff.
Yep.
I think it's a dead ball foul.
Well, it looks
So
like he's
they'll kick it
declining
again.
something. Yep.
So here's
All right.
the call. Offsides again, Bentonville West. They'll move it back to the 35 and kick it again. That kills the play if somebody's offside. So
Yeah.
Hornets know what's coming this time, though. They've got the
Are you
good hands people on that that line.
Are you brazen enough to do it again?
We'll see.
I mean, you really got nothing to lose. Might as well.
That's true.
I mean, Atlanta got 3 in a row last night.
They've got it teed up for a sidewinder's kick. And it looks like that's what they're going to do is onside it.
And they got Hans team out there, so.
Now he drops back, and he's going to try to probably kick it away. We'll see if the Hornets can get a good return.
Slow.
Now he comes back up again, and they go again. This time he kicks it off, and it's going to come down to Tanner Anderson at the 21-yard line. 25.
Get that block, seal block. Oh.
And brought out. He gets to the 30, and then he's drilled out of bounds right there.
I mean, all that build up for nothing. Just kick the ball if you're going to do that. Jeez.
Yeah. Ball will be at the 30-yard line, so a 9-yard return for Tanner Anderson, the junior running back. And the Hornets start this second half with quarterback Austin Ledbetter leading the way. Offensive line is Devin Pitts at the center. On the right tackle is, or right guard is David Shiflett and Reese Dawson on that side. Here is a handoff
against the grain.
to Anderson. They
Face
got a
mask.
Face mask, but they
There it comes. I was about to
got a
say.
flag in from the back judge. So he got back to the line of scrimmage.
How's the back judge sees that, but the lineman or line judge right here doesn't
Let's see.
give him no gain?
Don't let him pick it up and say there was no foul.
See, I think they're talking about 5. Oh, they're giving it 15.
Yeah. I'm not sure they have the 5-yard.
Do they have? I'm not sure. Yeah.
Face mask.
Well, over not.
No doubt that it is helpful. A 15-yard penalty, and the Hornets with the 1st and 10 at their own 45 are just underway here in the second half. Bryant leading at 21-0. Trips to the left. Tight end near side. Anderson to the right, and a good job coming in.
Oh, he lost the ball.
He fumbled it, but I think he got back on it. Wrestling him down.
Second down.
Was the nose tackle, Jacardum Hardiman.
Lost 2 on that one.
So it'll be a 2nd down and 12 at the 43.
Anderson out. Adams in.
Heron and Metter split to the right. Schrader and Gregory to the left. Got Brooks Edmondson on the offensive line at right tackle. Bill Diggins at left tackle. Ledbetter to throw under some pressure. Gets the ball away, and it's deep, and it's incomplete. A lot of Bentonville West jerseys down that way.
Yeah, there was 5 defenders back there.
I think they have decided they can get pressure with their front 4. which they've been doing. That
Well,
time the pressure was applied by Hardiman again.
Well, they're doing a lot more rolling out with Ledbetter. Yeah, so they're getting some penetration up there on that front line.
Tanner Wilson, the left guard, trips to the left. They bring 4. They pick it up. Ledbetter throws it. It's complete to Metters. 40, 35,
Go,
30,
go, go.
25, 20, and down inside the 20-yard line. Got some downfield blocking and made a big play out of a short pass.
Man, just
Down to the 19.
you know that goes as a pass and makes Ledbetter's stats look good, but now it was a lot of
Jake Metters.
a lot of Metters on that one.
37 yards. Ledbetter with trips to the left side. Adams is the setback. He gets the handoff, cuts it inside one defender, and then it's hemmed in as he falls forward to the 19, maybe the 18. As Bentonville doing a good job of cutting down Bryant's rushing attack. Give him a yard to the 19. And Bryant is once again in the Hornet zone. They've spent a lot of time in the Hornet zone tonight.
Yep.
They're 3 out of 5 so far, trying to add to a 21-0 lead. Ledbetter with a tight end left side. Lone wide out to the right is Heron. Gives it to Adams, cuts it up against the grain. He's got good yardage inside the 15, close to the 10-yard line, close to a first down. They're going to mark him at the 12, it looks like.
About a 7 or 8 yarder. Where's he putting his foot? About 7 yards.
3rd and 2 at the 12-yard line. That was a look of a play that we hadn't seen.
Yeah.
Ledbetter going to throw it down the middle. It's caught by Heron inside the 5-yard line to the 2. Just a short post pattern. He gets the yardage down to the 2, a 10-yard pickup, and it's 1st and goal for Bryant at the 2-yard line. Handoff to Adams. He's in for the touchdown.
Just walks in.
And the Hornets take the opening drive of the second half and add to their 21-0 lead with 9:06 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Brock Funk will come on to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Jake Metters. And the snapper is Hayden Schrader. A couple of wide receivers handling the ball for him.
Mm-hmm.
Funk boots it through, and it is good down on the left, on the south end zone. So Bryant now leads the Bentonville West Wolverines 28-0. And the Hornets will be kicking off momentarily. Bryant driving from their own 30-yard line, helped by a face mask penalty early on. But then the big play was a 37-yard pass from Ledbetter to Metters, increasing the lead. Now they're 4 out of 6 on red zone penetration.
There's something on like the 15-yard line. I keep thinking that's a flag. I don't know what it is, but
somebody's towel
or something. Yeah. It's been there since the first quarter.
Nobody wants to pick it up.
No.
Somebody pick that up for us, will they? So Brock Funk will kick it off for Bryant. And he's been kicking short.
We should just onside it.
This time it'll come down.
No fair catch.
At the 31, they wrestle over it, and finally it'll be returned.
Schroeder on that stop.
By Andrew Trader. And Bentonville West's first possession of the second half will start at the 37.
Well, let's get this ball back because I don't know if I can handle another kickoff attempt from Bentonville West the way they just did that. I don't have to deal with that again.
So Dalton McDonald is the quarterback. Into the game for the first time that I've seen is Luke Miller. He's usually a primetime player for them. Nick Whitlatch is the other running back. They give it to Miller over the left side, and they
look at Wilson. I mean,
Tamari Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson. Yeah.
They strung it out, and Miller got a loss back to the 34-yard line, 34 or 33.
Looks like a 34.
A loss of 3 on the play. First carry by Miller tonight. He's usually their speed back, but he couldn't find the corner on that one. Second down and 13
And he
for
just came out.
Bentonville West.
Luke Miller just got subbed out.
They got Whitlatch, the lone setback. Back to throw is McDonald. Looking down the middle, got a man. It's complete and driven out of bounds. Is A.J. Moss. Got the ball out to the 39 as Wallace made the stop. Just a short gain. But he didn't intercept. He didn't throw an interception, and he didn't get sacked. So a pick up of 5, and so it's a 3rd down and 8 for Bryant at the 39-yard line. 8:19 left to play third quarter. The Hornets leading it 28-0. Humes in motion. McDonald the throw under pressure. Kennedy Miller with a sack all the way back to the 25-yard line.
That's a loss of.
Kennedy Miller with the sack.
Loss of 14.
Flashing through there. And it's going to be a 4th and really long for the Wolverines. Lost 14 on that play, so 4th down and 22. And McDonald will be back to pass it, or to punt it.
And they got Austin Schroeder back there to receive it.
Austin is a safety normally, so sure-handed. Already has an interception tonight. Looks like McDonald was a little shaken up on that play, but he's back there to punt it. Inside his 15-yard line.
Those whistles.
Now there's a flag.
There's going to be a delay.
Took too long to get set up. Delay penalty on the on it. So we'll move it back to the 20.
I mean, what's 4th and 30 when you already had 4th and 25?
Well, that means that Bryant's likely to get the ball inside West territory as they switch out the deep backs as Metters now comes on to return the punt. Standing near midfield. Gets the kick away, and Wallace almost got it. And the ball will take a Bentonville West roll inside Bryant territory down to the 39-yard line. So that's where Bryant will start again with a chance to make this a mercy rule game if they can take this one down and score. With 7:19 left to play in the third quarter, Bryant leading 28-0. They have the ball at their own 39-yard line. And the Hornets hoping to make it back to their 2nd state championship game in a row. Haven't seen any changes in the scores.
Yeah, I just looked. It still said 14-10.
They were gone
North
to the half. Yeah. So Ledbetter has trips to the left side. Schrader, the tight end, is over there too. Adams is the lone setback. Schrader actually on the near side. Adams with the sweep around the left side, trying to get to the corner.
Get that corner.
Gets around, breaks a tackle, and gets driven out of bounds at the. I'm not going to give him much out to the 42, 43-yard line.
3 yards?
Give him 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 at the 43 for the Hornets.
Sitting at 130 on the ground tonight, 108 in the air.
So you were right. They gave him to the 42, so 3 yards on that carry, and Ledbetter is back at. Gives it to him again, this time around the right side. And he's going to fall forward after being hit by Hickson to the 45-yard line.
He had Andrew Perez just running him down.
3rd down and 3 at the 45 for the Hornets. Leading it 28-0. Tackle made by Isaiah Wright on that last play. Double wideouts to the left side of the field. Ledbetter fakes to Adams, throws it down the middle, and it's
where's
incomplete.
The flag on that one, man?
There looked like there was some early contact there.
Jeez.
Trying to get it to Joseph Young, and it's going to be 4th down.
He's wearing him like a coat.
4th and 3. The punting unit comes on for Bryant. That means that Austin Ledbetter drops back to punt. Hornets have not used a fake on this all year. Of course, Ledbetter has not been the punter the whole season.
Yeah.
Gave way to Cameron Scarlett for a while.
Scarlett did good while he was in that position.
Yeah, but Ledbetter's a threat. They get the kick away as they tried to block it.
He touched it! He touched it!
Picked
He
up by
touched
a
it.
roll, and he got back on it, back inside the 10-yard line.
Man, he had a fair catch at about the 17, and now he's all the way down to the 5 or 4.
Muffed the punt and was lucky to get it back at the 5-yard line.
Oh, man.
So the kick was to the 17, and then he fumbled it and lost yardage all the way back to the 5. So almost a catastrophe there for Bentonville West. They retain possession, but deep in their own end. Hornets have intercepted 3 passes so far tonight, 3 different guys: Schroeder, Scarlett, and Godwin. Double wideouts either side. In the shotgun, they give it to Whitlatch right side, and he's going to be hit and dropped by Bailey and Land right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him a yard to the 6.
Yeah, Land went up, getting him low. Bailey finished him up over high, just maybe half a yard gain, if that.
6:05 left to play third quarter. Bryant leading it 28-0, and Bentonville West deep in their own end after muffing a punt. And
they're so slow to get the play going.
Fortunate to have the ball. Fakes to Whitlatch, looks to throw the fade route, and he is.
He got that.
He did. I thought Schroeder was going to intercept it, but Humes with a great catch down the right sideline and a big first down for West. Gets him out of the hole.
It's like Schroeder kind of had to pull up because he didn't want to get that pass interference. You know, if he broke for the ball or for the player, he would have got there a little bit beforehand.
25 yards to the 31. They look again to the sideline for a play call. They're calling them fresh from the sideline every time, and it's taking a while to get the play in.
But what that's doing, too, is that's allowing the defense, they can't break to their coverage and their positioning till late also.
Handoff, fakes to Whitlatch, looks to throw that same route. This time it is a sack.
Man, Green was there first.
Kennedy Miller helped out as Kyle Green brings him down. McDonald back to the 24-yard line, a loss on the play of 7 yards, and it's 2nd and 17 now. The Hornets with the second sack of the second half. And the ball is at the 24 for Bentonville West. 4:43 left third quarter. Bryant leading it 28-0. The Wolverines unable to get much going. McDonald with double wideouts to the left. Fakes and gives it to his.
He's trying to string it out. There's a holding there.
Gets it out across the 30, but well short of a first down.
Man,
pickup of 8. There was right on the edge, right out in the middle. It looked like there was a hold.
Yeah, he had a hold of Sahika's jersey.
3rd down and 9 for Bentonville West at the 32-yard line. 4:25 left to play third quarter. Bryant leading it 28-0. They bring in Godwin for Shiflett.
Yeah, Shiflett out.
Dyson in motion. Back to throw. Under pressure.
Got him.
Kyle Green again.
Right there. Ooh, he's still fighting though. He got for a loss. Man, just bull rushing and getting around his blocker, able to get over there to him, and he was just all in the face of McDonald quickly, had nowhere to go.
Ended up losing 3 on the play, but
official timeout.
Hornets with we got a man down.
Yeah, I can't tell who that is. If somebody's kneeling down, it's
McDonald.
It's McDonald.
He fought to try to get some yardage back, and it ended up costing him a big hit at the end of that run.
I can't tell what he's holding, but he's holding something. Where's he at? Looks like his right knee.
Clock stops with 4:02 left to play in the third quarter. And the junior quarterback for Bentonville West is slow to get up. We'll take it.
Well, he's up.
He's up.
He's just walking off gingerly. So they're going to have a new punter, at least.
Yeah, somebody else is going to have to punt. Looks like he's walking on his own. So the place kicker is going to come on and punt. This is Trey Travis. He's done some punting for them this year.
Yeah.
He'll be back at his own 15 to kick it.
And Metter's sitting at the 40, 39 area.
Hornets look like they might like to go after this. It's a low snap, but he gets the kick away. No rush.
Good kick.
Metters takes it on a hop at the 39, back across the 40, 45, and short of the 50-yard line. And the Hornets will have great field position here. Trying to make it a Mercy Rule lead here. They lead it 28-0 with 3:50 left to play in the ball game, or in the third quarter.
Got a score update. North Little Rock 21, Bentonville 17. That is at half.
Okay. That's turned into a great game there. As we kind of expected. Joseph Young split wide to the right. Heron and Metters to the right, actually. And here's a handoff to Adams around the left side. Breaks a tackle, but can't break a second one. It's coming up from the secondary. Brandon Humes brings him down. Pick up on the play of about 3 to the 49 of Bentonville West.
He ran 17 yards to pick up that 3. He did get around his first block, and had he got around a second, we've been close to picking up a first down. There really wasn't anybody else around him, but
they're marking it at the 50, so it's a 2nd and 8.
And 2 yards.
Again, Adams alongside Ledbetter, trips to the right side. Fakes, gives it to him right up the gut. And Adams fighting for a first down. Let's see where they mark him. Looks like it's going to be really close.
See, our side.
Wilson was leading that.
Yep, he
march.
got it. 8 yards.
So the Hornets move the sticks. And they're really in no hurry.
No.
Leading 28-0.
I mean, the only thing we want to do is get these extra points on the board, and then get that clock running for all the fourth quarter. Easy 12 minutes.
Empty backfield now for Ledbetter. Trips to the right. Back throw.
Oh, nice crossing pattern right there.
Got Adams at the 38 or at the 42. Breaks the tackle, falls forward close to the 35, short of a first down.
Yeah, Metters and Adams crossed right there, right in the middle. Nice little play.
6 yards on the pickup, and it's 2nd down and 4 at the 36. Ledbetter with double wideouts to the left. Schrader's over there too. Looking to throw deep down the middle, and it's just beyond the reach of Trayvon Heron. About the 10-yard line.
Ledbetter's picking himself up off the ground.
He got a smack that time. 3rd and 4 at the 36. It's been tough to get deep passes down the field because the rush for Bentonville West has been pretty good. He's had to throw it in a hurry. And their coverage has been, it looks like they're playing a zone most of the way here. 3rd and 4. Adams.
Oh, look at that run.
First down, breaks the tackle inside the 30, down close to the 25-yard line. Ahmad Adams with a determined run. Got some good blocking as that right side opened up. Then he broke a tackle, and he's down to the 26-yard line. Pickup of 10 on that run. And the Hornets inexorably heading to the end zone here to make this a Mercy Rule win. 1:48 left to play, third quarter. Ledbetter sends Metters in motion from right to left. Pitch to Adams. Ahmad breaks tackles and gets 2 yards out of that when it really didn't look like there was much there.
He was hemmed up right at the goal line, but just kind of ducked under a couple people and
give him 3 to the 23. 2nd and 7. And for the most part, West has done a pretty good job against Bryant's running game, but the Hornets have kept at it and kept them honest.
There's only 3-4 runs that are in double digits: a 10, a 22, a 21, and a 12. Everything else has been small, minimal gain.
Empty backfield this time for Ledbetter. 4 receivers to the right side, and that's the empty side of the field. It's going to be a handoff to
Oh, look at
Ledbetter.
that block.
Excellent block by Pitts. Adams is down for a first down about the 20, or now actually call that the 14-yard line.
And that was a play that was going to go for a loss because of that pulling center right there created just that block for Ahmad to get over there, get that first down.
Bryant at the Hornet zone, in the Hornet zone at the 14. Adams been doing much of the work. He gets another handoff.
Way delay handoff, though.
Yeah, as North Little Rock had a lot of penetration there. He got back to the line of scrimmage and little else. Did well to do that. They're actually going to give him a yard.
Yeah.
They had a run blitz on and almost took the snap there. It was kind of an RPO as Ledbetter put the ball in his gut and carried it a while.
That's probably going to be the quarter.
Yeah, we might try to get one more play off. Anderson in the game at running back now. Better's in motion. They get it away. Anderson.
Oh, look at that. Go, Anderson.
Anderson down to the 5-yard line.
Oh, did they calm down? Oh,
he didn't think he was down, but they got to the 5, and the Hornets will start the fourth quarter first and goal
no,
at the 5-yard line.
They're going to give a third down. They gave him short.
Oh, you made it short?
Yeah.
Okay. Needed 9, got 8. So it'll be, when we start the fourth quarter, it'll be 3rd and 1 at the 5. The Hornets lead at 28-0 as we go to the fourth quarter. This is Hornet Football brought to you by mmproductions.net.
At Middleton, we're here to save you time, money, and yes, even energy. Get a free Nest thermostat or Nest Protect with any qualifying new system. Call today for a free estimate. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here. At Middleton, we're here to be the best for you. Servicing and replacing more air conditioners than anyone in Arkansas, and voted best of the best. Why? Best price, best service. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here.
At Farmers Bank and Trust, our commitment is and always will be to the community. Our loan officers are your supporters, your cheerleaders, your fans, your neighbors. And we're proud to cheer on our Bryant Hornets. For more information on Farmers Bank and Trust, stop by our conveniently located office or visit myfarmers.bank.
We go to the fourth quarter with Bryant leading at 28-0. In the other semifinal, North Little Rock with a 21-17 lead over Bentonville. Hornets trying to make this their 10th Mercy Rule game of the season. 5 yards away and an extra point away from that. Tanner Anderson is lined up at the running back. Miles Aldridge in at H-back. They hand it off. Anderson slices through.
He got the first down.
He got the first down, but he's going to be stopped at the 3. So a first and goal coming up for Bryant from the 3-yard line.
Some nice little cuts. You see Anderson in the past couple plays just actually fighting for more yardage. Got 2 yards out of that one.
He gets through the initial hole quickly. It's a great job. Good acceleration right off the bat. Gets it again, left side.
Got it.
Anderson,
Got it.
Touchdown. 3-yard touchdown run, his second TD of the night. And the Hornets add to their lead and a point away from making it a Mercy Rule contest here in the semifinals of the Class 7A playoffs.
Let's go Funk.
Brock Funk has been golden most of this season here from on the extra points. I think he's missed 3 out of 70. It is up and it's good. And the Hornets have the Mercy Rule lead. It's 35-0 with 11:27 left to play in the ball game.
Man, that's a long drive home for Bentonville West. Woo!
No doubt about it. It'll be late. We've been there, done that trip.
Oh, yeah.
We've been in Bentonville before.
Uh-huh.
So will it be North Little Rock or Bentonville?
Yeah, shaping up right now.
Fighting it out up in Bentonville.
Yeah, I think you just said it was a 21-17. That's a half. So Looks like it could be a rematch from last year. Same thing in the 6A. Well, not 6A, 5A. Little Rock Christian 42 and Pulaski Academy 32. That would be a rematch from last year as well.
Well, they both have leads in their semifinal games.
I think the most surprising one so far tonight is Searcy and Greenwood.
No doubt.
Greenwood 21, Searcy 41. That's just, and that's at Searcy.
Searcy's been an upstart this year, won the East. Brock Funk to kick it off now for Bryant. It's a short kick again, and it's caught at the 29-yard line and driven out of bounds at the 23 or 33 is Kyle Knox. Dyson on the return.
I've already done my Dyson pun for the night, so I'm good on that one.
You've cleaned up on that.
Ooh! Rob coming in hot.
Well, off of your cue. Thank you for setting me up.
Yeah.
Hornets lead at 35-0. They appear to be on their way to the second straight state championship game, hoping to repeat as champions. Dalton McDonald back in the game. Good to see Whitlatch with the carry. He's out across the 40, and he's got first down yardage.
Was that a flag? I think I saw a flag.
Late flags. LaQuave Brumfield in on the tackle.
Looks like it's around the 38. You know, our team is covering it up. I can't tell. It's got to be a holding.
And they're marking it from the 39, so it was downfield.
Yep,
Hold,
holding.
yeah. So give him 6 yards to the 39. And then a hold from there. They'll mark off 10. So it'll be a first down and about 14 at the 29. Clock rolling with 10:44 left. Be home early, Mama. Trips to the left.
Oh, he lost the ball. Oh, who's got it?
Off to Whitlatch. He's still got it. And around the left side, he's going to go down the sideline and is driven out of bounds by Dalen Land, who's had a heck of a night.
And the busted play turned out to be one of their best offensive plays of the night.
Pickup of 10 on the play. It's going to be short of a first down. It'll be 2nd and 4 at the 39. Hornets leading at 35-0. Their 10th Mercy Rule game of the season. And a school record 12th win. They've also had a school record winning streak. They haven't lost since North Little Rock in the regular season last year. Whitlatch again with a handoff over the left side. He's got the first down and down to the Bryant 45. No, it's still in Bentonville West territory at the 45-yard line.
Nick Whitlatch running hard the past couple of plays.
That's his M.O. The Hornets have stuffed him much of the night. He hadn't really gotten a chance to go, but until this last drive here. Hornets still have first-team players in there. Did have Taylor Martin in there at nose, getting some playing time. Kobe Melton still in there at linebacker. Here's a McDonald back to throw down the middle, and it's incomplete. Got a hand on it, or Austin Schroeder would have had another interception. Ball's down around the 40. As covering on the play was Caleb Knox.
And even though it was incomplete, does not stop the clock. Clock still rolling past 9 minutes.
2nd and 10 at the 45 of West. Bryant leading 35-0. They use up all that play clock, don't they?
Yeah.
Here's a handoff to Whitlatch. He's going to be brought down by Land. Late hit down there.
Well, he was
falling from off being hit was Brandon Jones, who's in there at defensive end. So pick up on the play of 6, so it's 3rd and 4. At the Bryant 49. Clock is at 8:09 left to play and counting.
Jones is coming out.
McDonald with Whitlatch alongside, trips to the right side of the field. Now they look to the sideline for a play call. Bryant looks to the sideline for a defense.
Oh, he
fumble. And
On it is a Bryant Hornet down at the bottom of the pile, and it is Kennedy Miller comes up with the fumble, the 4th turnover for the Bentonville West Wolverines. Loss of 1 on the play, and with 7:34 left to play, we're going to see some reserves on offense here. Coming on to play quarterback.
Set number 1.
Derek Rose Jr. is going to play some quarterback. Double wideouts to his left. Fakes the handoff, going to take it himself.
Oh, my goodness.
Derek Rose,
He's still up.
Still on his feet, gets a first down inside the 40. Oh, that's Corey Nichols.
Nichols.
Okay,
All
they've
right.
got double ones. Okay, Corey Nichols on the play. And that looked like Corey Nichols.
I'm about to say, I was like, that
He's the freshman quarterback who led the freshman team to a 10-0 record. He picked up 12 yards on his first varsity carry. Ball is at the 38. He is flanked by Jalen Davis, the running back. He's a junior.
How did he get on that, 10?
12. Jalen Davis with the handoff, and he's going to get down to the 35-yard line. Bryant got some reserves on that offensive line in there. 3-yard gain. And the young Mr. Nichols was the scout team player of the week for the Hornets.
False start, everybody. Everybody but the quarterback.
Is there an echo in here?
Yeah. I'm going to knock that down 5 right there.
Yeah, so it'll be 2nd down and 12 at the 40-yard line. Clock down to 5:45 left to play. Bryant with a 35-0 lead and getting reserves into a semifinal state playoff game.
It's pretty good.
Drake Finley in there. Davis gets a handoff, breaks a tackle in the backfield, and then is wrestled down by Higson right at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd and 12. Clock is at 5:20 left to play.
Yep. By the time the next snap happens, we'll probably be about 5 minutes or a little after sub 5.
Parker Ellswick in the ball game for Bryant. The center is, of course, I'll check that. Nichols, to keep it himself, quick as a hiccup, and he's down to the 37-yard line. Pickup of 3 on the play, and the clock rolls with a 4th and 9 coming up for Bryant.
So we have an official timeout injury.
We do have
It was the one that got the tackle.
I think that was Whitlatch or Higson, but the clock stops with 4:52 left to play. Bryant leading at 35-0. Let's take can you take a 30-second timeout? We'll take a 30-second timeout. The Hornets leading at 35-0.
At Middleton, we're here to save you time, money, and yes, even energy. Get a free Nest thermostat or Nest Protect with any qualifying new system. Call today for a free estimate. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here. At Middleton, we're here to be the best for you. Servicing and replacing more air conditioners than anyone in Arkansas, and voted best of the best. Why? Best price, best service. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here.
Take it back. They've got him sitting up. Oh, here we go. And looks like that is Trader who was down. Andrew Trader who was down, and he's on his own feet getting off the field with a little help. Must have had his bell rung a little bit there. Bryant's facing a 4th and 9. They're at the 37 of Bentonville West. Working in some reserves. Snapper right now is Gage Alexander. Davis with Corey Nichols at quarterback. Back to throw. Corey with his first pass of his varsity career, and it's incomplete as it falls at the feet of Miles Aldridge, and Hornets will turn it over on downs.
with 4:38 left to play in the game. They lead at 35-0. They're headed to War Memorial Stadium once again next week. As we mentioned, we will not be on the air, as much as we regret it, but AETN will have the broadcast of that game on TV, on your cable system or your antenna, your dish or DirecTV or what have you. McDonald's in there, and he's going to throw it, and it's almost picked off by LaQuave Brumfield as Humes fell down at about the 50-yard line. Hornets have already picked off 3 tonight, forced 4 turnovers. This will be their first shutout in a while. They've had a few this season.
Christian Moats coming on, taking place of Hart Penfield.
This will be the 3rd shutout if they can finish it. McDonald back to throw, has plenty of time, throwing it deep down the middle, and it is
intercepted. Oh, he dropped it.
Oh, what a great opportunity for a senior reserve there. That is Ty Jones, who had it and dropped it. Be 3rd and 10 at the 37.
He needs to do some push-ups.
So the Hornets will try to stop this 3rd down play. $35-0. Bryant with the lead. McDonald back to throw. Screen pass is incomplete. And they'll turn it over on downs as they threw it to their Nolan Schmidt, but Montoya was there to make a hit and jar the ball loose. Actually, it was 4th down now. 4th and 10 at the 37.
They're sending out punt.
McDonald's going to go back and punt it away. And Bentonville West for the 2nd time in the last 2 years will be knocked out in the semifinals. Jake Metters going out to receive this punt. Bryant playing defense. Connor Coleman in there, as you mentioned, Christian Moats. McDonald gets the snap and he kicks it away. And it hits and takes a Bentonville West roll right out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So that's where Hornets will have it on offense with 1:57 left to play.
Couple kneel downs and let's go to War Memorial.
That will be the case as the Hornets have drilled the Bentonville West. The Hornets seniors playing their final home game, and as is our tradition, we'll list off the seniors here before this is over.
North Little Rock up 21-17, still at halftime. Looks like Benton's pulling away.
Corey Nichols. It looks like Saline County will have 2 games next weekend at War Memorial. Once again this year, Corey Nichols takes it out to the 34-yard line, but falls inbounds. Pretty savvy for a freshman at quarterback. 2nd and 6 at the 34 for the Bryant Hornets.
Puts it at 2-1 on the ground tonight for the Hornets.
Justin Orender in the game at left tackle. So they continue to filter in reserves. Nichols again will keep it and just lacing his way through the Bentonville West defense, falling forward to the 37. The clock down to 32 seconds left to play as the Hornets are going to wrap this up. Looks like that was the last play of the ball game, as they don't have to snap it again. The game clock is less than the play clock, and the Hornets defense pitches its 3rd shutout. The Hornets have their 10th Mercy Rule victory. Bentonville West facing a long trip home as the Hornets close out their home schedule and heads to a 2nd state championship game in as many years. Seniors, Derek Rose, Drake Finley, Tamarian Wilson, Jake Metters, Christian Kane, Jordan Hunter, Brandon Barber, Kyle Meacham, Avery Montoya, Julian Gomez, Damian Constantino, Taven Jones, Hunter Stallman, Kennedy Miller, Ahmad Adams, Rylan Blevins, Dalen Land, Cameron Scarlett, Alston Bailey, Ty Jones, Tanner Wilson, Ty Johnson, Jacob Reynolds, Christian Moats, Devin Pitts, Elijah Carroll, Reese Dawson, TJ Flemster, Gage Stark, Cottrell Wallace, Kyle Green, Taylor Daniels, David Shiflett, Kendrick Miller, and Taylor Martin. Those are the seniors that will be playing for the second time for a state championship next Friday night at War Memorial Stadium. We'll be back in just a moment. We'll have you the final stats and any updates on the score to see who the Hornets may be playing next week. This is Hornet Football, brought to you by mmproductions.net.
At Farmers Bank and Trust, our commitment is and always will be to the community. Our loan officers are your supporters, your cheerleaders, your fans, your neighbors. And we're proud to cheer on our Bryant Hornets. For more information on Farmers Bank and Trust, stop by our conveniently located office or visit myfarmers.bank.
At Middleton, we're here to save you time, money, and yes, even energy. Get a free Nest thermostat or Nest Protect with any qualifying new system. Call today for a free estimate. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here. At Middleton, we're here to be the best for you. Servicing and replacing more air conditioners than anyone in Arkansas, and voted best of the best. Why? Best price, best service. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here.
The Bryant Hornets will get a chance to defend their state championship, as next week they'll take on either Bentonville or North Little Rock at War Memorial Stadium. It'll be on a Friday night, and you can tune in on AETN to watch that ball game. I'll be there to cover it, and I think Aaron's going to show up. We're going to enjoy it. Hopefully the Hornets can repeat as state champions. After a 35-0 win over the Bentonville West Wolverines here, Mercy Rule for the 10th time in 12 games this season set a school record for their 12th victory in the season tonight. And here's Aaron Shuttleworth with our final stats. Aaron?
On the offensive side, Austin Ledbetter finished the night at 9 for 19, 114 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Corey Nichols coming in, threw for 1 and did not get it. On the receiving side, had Trayvon Heron 2 receptions for 15 yards. Jake Metters 2 for 53 yards. Ahmad Adams and both Joseph Young both for 1 for 6 yards apiece. And Hayden Schrader 3 for 34 yards, 2 touchdowns. On the ground, Ahmad Adams 20 carries, 119 yards, 1 touchdown. Tanner Anderson 12 carries, 60 yards, 3 touchdowns. Corey Nichols 4 for 22, and Jalen Davis 2 for 3. On the defensive side, Austin Bailey 1 solo, 2 assists, 1 tackle for loss, 1 hurry up. Kyle Green 2 solo, 1 tackle for loss, 2 sacks. Cameron Scarlett 3 solo, 1 interception. Laquan Brumfield had 1 knockdown. Dylan Land had 2 solo, 1 assist, 2 tackle for loss. Cottrell Wallace 2 solo, 2 assists, 1 tackle for loss. Braden Godwin had 1 interception. Kyle Knox 2 solo. Derek Rose 1 pass breakup. Tamarian Wilson 1 solo, 1 assist, 1 tackle for loss, 1 pass breakup. Austin Schroeder had 3 solo, 1 interception. Tristan Sahika 3 solo, 1 tackle for loss. And Kenny Miller had a sack and a fumble recovery. Whew.
Final thoughts?
Can't wait for next week.
Yeah.
Too bad we're not calling it, but
for sure. Enjoyed it this season.
Yeah.
As always. What is it, 15 years now?
15 years. Can't wait for 16.
So looking forward to 16. Again, we encourage you to encourage MM Productions to bring it together for us again next year. Please sponsor their broadcast when they come to ask you if you will sponsor. Help bring these broadcasts back to the air.
Tell you what, I'm ready to sit with the fans next week in the stands too.
That?
You know, I don't know, maybe, but it's just like we've
used to covering them in the press
we've called it for 16 years. I want to see what it's like in the field, maybe. But no, I'll have to look at the weather schedule first, and then we'll go.
Hopefully, it'll be good weather, and we'll see if it'll be North Little Rock or Bentonville when they Haven't had any update on that halftime score.
No, it's still 21-7.
Hornets with their third shutout.
Look on Twitter.
Now, if you think of the games earlier in the season, the games later in the season. In the regular season, Bryant beat Fayetteville 42-13. In the playoffs, they beat them 42-14. In the regular season, Bryant beat Bentonville West 38-0, and at the end of the season, they beat them 35-0. So it stands to reason you're better than they are. I want to say thanks to Dakota, and it's Dakota Baxter is our producer. He's been helping us all year long. Kendrick Ollison has been our cameraman through thick and thin. For Aaron Shuttleworth, I'm Rob Patrick. Thanks for your time this time. Till next time, so long.